Denny J Show.
Zvanga zviri down ta up tauraidzwe nyaya dzacho dzese narrative ndaichidwe kana mchida kutipisa deep ndaipidwe make you spill a bean if you know what I mean Andy.
It's time!
Was that a security check?
Yep.
Okay.
I think we're clear.
He drank the whole thing.
Vienda fara nditi kuva pano murozo Denny onomusuvu sanedza zvangu ndozvatoda izvi nyika inofanira kuvevugwa nditi saizvozvi ichibwinya hai rega upfeke mashedzi ungatozvitosvora tikazvikupa seri kuti hai ndavona anona wakomana unhu wandaitaura unhu wako wakanaka unondita ndizive kuti kana painstagram haupindi mainbox avanhu handiti una unhu handiti uneka kuremekedza varume vavanhu very good karasuku hai karai very good
Muri seiko vakuru?
hai ndakanaka
Makadini
hai
yeshura.
ndakanaka ndauye ndafara nokuya pano handiti izvi ndopfeka semwe
Kuti
Kuti munyasonzwa maheadphones ekuti munyasonzwa. Just checking if it's safe.
hai uchotaura kwandiri futi ndachiwa
Just makes it easy.
uye ndavhunduka ndikati kundozvizevezera iyo uchitaura hai zvakanaka
Okay, I think we're good.
It's the Denny J Show.
As Denny J said, welcome to the Denny J Show. I'm Becky K, and of course, this is Denny J, but we have a very special guest with us today. Mukuru, dakukuchingamidza to the Denny J Show.
hai tozvitenda ndaona maita show off handiti uyu wazviti Becky K uyu akazviti Denny J saka indongoti mutongi K uye kuti zviite kamutsindo
I think wanyima mukuru chidush. Savanyima.
akumwashuka
We just want to say welcome, Your Excellency. It's been a long time coming. Ngokutsvagai kuti amukuru vachaya kushow. Sezvo masvika kudai. Pane vamwe vasiti patable pano. Vakagara necheuko anoitwa Nash. Tinashe rakazara.
atozvitenda tinasho wakatendeka handiti uye kwagara chero kwatochigadzira nyika kune vamwe asingazikamwi handiti kuti kana ndouya hamuzoti mai vazevezera kuti chii kuti nyika inde mberi
Hallelujah.
Oh, hallelujah. All right. Takuda kupinda munyaya dzekuti takuvhunza Your Excellency.
I think we must tell His Excellency that, you know, we've been trying to get him on the show. A lot of people were promising us tukuya nawo mukuru.
Oh, yes,
So,
yes.
you know, and tafara.
hai iyo nyaya ihuru handiti vanhu vazhinji vari kuvondomora nyika yedu nenhau iyoyo viye ndo zvikati chiro pambudzi handiti vanhu vakati vari kuda kutsvakira nyika mbudzi handiti ndikati haibodo vanhu ngavapuwe ipai vaviri vatatu zvo vanhu ndakaudza zvo vakabva vafoira vakundopa vanhu vaviri 8 million handiti ndo pakatanga nyaya sakai izvozvo inyaya kundohwisa nditi nubu tichadziseura
ande muri kuseura mukuru.
Dash, I see you, Dash.
Nash, are you all right?
Yeah, that's our producer, Your Excellency. He doesn't show his face on camera.
uye kumusangano ngachivaka musangano kuna vanovaka vasingazikamu kuti ndivanani
aiwa ndivo asi tafara because aiwa mauya takunyadzobvunza zvatoda kubvunza maquestions atinawo nezvimwewo zvamunokwanisa kungotiudzawo semukuru wenyika. Ini first question yangu ndichangovhunza ndichiti zuva renyu ranga rakaita sei ranhasi, ranga rakaita sei?
hai zuva mire vakomana chigarai pasi mungaita chiveva nditi garai pasi ainda henyu nditi very good pari safe chindai very good chindai vakomana hai pari safe sakai wataura nyaya yezuva nditi ndachitoti ndichazvitaura naDenny kuti kunozviriyo here ndahwa vanhu vachingokura zvavasingazivi vanhu vachitaura nenyaya yechikosoro kana chiflu chiri kwecha nditi vanhu vachisevesera zvikana vamwe veflu tadzokera 2020 vanhu ngavavharigwe ndikati hai asisani zviri zvo handiti tine veni vari kuuya munoziva veni vari kuuya handiti yes munagasi tine veni vari kuuya veni havangauyizve mumba mune nyonganyonga handiti ndikati hai ngatingonyararai tongoti zi vanhu vachikosora vachiinda vachindobayiwa handiti iwo kakosora wondoboosta handiti boosta sakai tadaro ndobva kwayo nevamwe tikai vakauya vaeni vakatanga kukosora ngatitovarambira kuti ndimwi mave nazvo hatisandiriso nekuti isi tiri vatano makaona Biden akati ndabakwa negosoro isikati aibudo hatiramwi ramba chitonga
saka muningirikini mapreparations edu akamira sei SADC taona maroads zviri kugadziriswa but kumaraini kwedu hakusati kwagadzirwa
hai uye tatopedza handiti ukaona pamusha pachiuya mweni handiti takakumareserve maruva handiti mareserve edu gogwe pachiuya mweni mubhedha haunenokuwarirwa handiti chikuru kutsvaira chivazhe kubva kudanga uchiinda pangarani woinda pachikuva pakachena mwena ndopaanogumira handiti ukaona mwene opinda mubhedhuru haasanhuri mweni handiti wakupinda mainbox painsta haasana ari mweni handiti wakuvarira chero une mari yakadii hazvitendegwi.
Okay. Was I answered?
I think you were.
Okay.
I think you were. So they're just focusing on the main roads that will lead to the parliament or the places where the SADC meetings will be held.
No, we want to thank you for, the excellent.
Nguva idiki yekuti vapinde nezhira duku handiti dai vava vachiuya kwemwedzi kana mwedzi mitatu taidzigadzira zvekuti kana Satani aimbofara sandakudza zvangu asi nokuti vari kuuya kwevhiki mbiri imwe inenge mbiri handiti usandibvunza kuti vari kuuya kuhudi handiti vari kungouya vachiuya kudaro vachangoenda zvovavinga fanipura chimwe chinhu sadrive tractor satarasconta koninda.
Talking about SADC, pane zvakawanda zvamuri kuita munyika muchitaura kunzi restore legacy. Makaitanga sei nyaya yerestore legacy?
uye ndo pandotaura kuti takataona kuti paita rukonye handiti hakuna imba isingatsvaigwi uye takaona kuti musangano wese huge homwe kuna vamwe vanga vati ndokumba kwedu handiti vachiti ndiri mukadzi wamutongo wenyika katidazvona vakati masoja ngauye tikati mazvaira vakomana vakandodhura handiti saka iyo yanga yakanaka nokuti yaita kuti nyika isvike pairi pano uye yokubva haiwa kura Denny makore nyaya musati muri mama 2K imwipo muri handiti zhira dzamakavona makangozvagwa dzakavakwa kubva zvamazozvagwa mahokura mafunda kusvika pamakasvika makamboona zhira chigadzigwa asi izvo handiti very good saka izvita kuti nyika yakugadzigwa legacy yaZimbabwe handiti bread basket of Africa.
Right. Bread basket.
Brick by brick.
Yes.
Chitina nechitina.
Makaifunga sei yoyo, it's a very good mantra, brick by brick.
Uye takati the voice of God is the voice of the people. Takati Mwari wagara unotizevesera. Iye Jehovha ndo wakati tai iZimbabwe yakavakwa nezvitinha sina simendi handimboziva masvingo saka yadaro tikati takuti nyika ngaichivakwa nezvitinha izvozvo pasina cement handiti kuti tichitira vakomana vanoita umburu votora mari yecement voshandisa zvisizvo vakomana variko vanodaro.
Okay. No, I know, Becky, you had all the questions.
I think if we just round off
because
on the leisure side of Mukuru,
right,
you know, music.
Ai musarki yenyu handiti tiri kuondotaitamba nazvo barakuda rainge kana achimbambera chakadai handiti wochikanda mudenga wochijambira zvoinda kuradzai tactic yataita kuhondo handinoona chipepa chaita sechakanamira hazvirevi kuti hatigoni chibvisa ai asi kuti kuhondo taitati ibara irori hariputike handipazvona hondo kutonga kwatinako tadaro tomwe yedu mvura donhotsi.
Hey. Wow. Tanga takusvika ku leisure time. Music yamunoteerera music yakaita sei maartist amunoti uyu ndikamuteerera ndinonzwa kufara.
Zvokwadi handingadi kureva nhema nditi kuno uyu unoimba maiweli mama muziva aibodo munhu ukakurumbidza unofanira kufarawo handiti ngati hai ndoda zvaanoita asi unoyani wekuchitungwisa haachagariko asi unoita kunge munhu wekuchitungwisa unoyani ucho macheso uye macheso paanoti charakupa denga hanzi denga tenda handiti wapuwa udongi saizvozvo handiti tenda denga rajehovha zvakanaka zvakadaro toramba tichingotonga nekuti denga rine nyasha asi vechidiki vari kusumuka tina unodiwa namai murefu uyu
chapresa
une wakareba uyu vanomuda nokuti hai wagara chiro achiimba unohati unoimba zvavanhu zvounhu handiti una mavalues avanhu ina handoda uyu uneyani wedu uyu wakabva ukambozuma Wallace ndiro zita wakamboda chunhu woremegwa nokuchiita wakamboti wakaroora woona munhu akazvinakigwa kuti handingaiti chiure handiti mai variko ndomuda si zvaanoimba dzimwe ngoti wakurasisa number 1 fan asi ndiye wondoda nokuti ndo disappear kureva kuti vadhara anomuzi vadhara vaitonga vakatonga ndokutonga ndozotonga vakaramba vachingotonga ndokutonga kusvika vanoti hatatongeka ipapo ndo patakati hai vakufanira disappear ndopakaita disappear tikati haibodo ndomuda ucho handiti mawazvondoreva waimba ndokuimba area 51 ndikutora kuinda Zimbabwe ndaitora kuinda panodziya handiti Zimbabwe kuinda naye muarea 51 isina nakamboivona iye zvitarirawo nekumukuru yamafuta enyika makanda enyu anohwinya ngawana anogara mhiri kwamakungwa asi muri muno haleluya
koku hip hop kune vakomana ana naholite nana Sandflow pane vamunofarira
hai vanogona ndoda izvozvo handiti enzo ndo wandoda kuhip hop
izim dance
aibodo hakuna dance yakadaro isu tose vaka tiri kuhondo taitota kuti aibodo Kenny Rogers asanoimba yaisani yakandri yaRnB Dolly Parton waimba kandri kuti aibodo I always love you yadzika yava sauro handiti yava neRnB mukati kandri ndeyekuti uchifudzako mambudzi dzako handakutaura mbudzi ndoti handiti ndakunyanyitaura zvembudzi kazhinji chipuka uchifudza makwai ako nemwombe dzako uchiwa handiti asi takaona Dolly Parton anga oda kurereka kurudo zvakadzika kati aibodo yava RnB saka uye asanoimba idhanso handiti dhanso moiziva pano uyu unodiwa namatwins uyu ngwere mulonyeni vanovara kana atanga vakandihwisa taloka mastreets mugarrison kati hai ndopatakaita resto legas kati aibodo tikatora kambo ikaka kashandisa handiti kuloka mastreets ose makaona handiti samurawo saka vanhu vakati z varimo
wow saka enzo haimbe zimdance
because akauya achiti king of hip hop
bodo mukatovona ati dhansi wekutsvaka mari handiti
Okay.
munhu wapfeka svuti akati ndiri mufundisi otaura nendimi handiti otoimba kuti uteti nemungeke vanhu votomanya handiti madzimai agara etsika yavo kuvhunduka zvavasati vamboona madzimai akauti vakatsvoka vachivhunduka vanhu vakawa mauteti navakati muprofita
Yeah, I think
night of wonder vanhu ndokuwanda
I think we're good.
I think
we're good.
maita basa handitotoziva kuti vataro vane meeting yavari kumhanyira tinofara stere kuti makwanisa kupfuura nepano
haitositendi
muchingotikwazisa nekuti
I'm like, no.
uye regai nditaure kuvana vezimbabwe handiti ichiofamba here very good ndipe nekuti ngabva sataura nevana vangu vazvigona handiti ndepi kamera inoshanda
tarisai iyo
viregai ndikuimbisei handiti vanohwa mohwa vanoteerera muchiteerera handitika ndaviya pano ngati aibodo nauyo kuamerica makaihwa kuti unohani biden wakati handicha kuna hatiramwi tamba tichingotonga handiti makaona ukasiya kamala takambozviona mai mujuri kati hazvisani zvosevenza handiti muchaona ucharyiwa handiti natrump asi handisi kuti ndo zvichaitika nauru ndeyokuti imwi musafa makarota kuti tichati haita zvikoniwa madzibaba edu vakanga vachingotonga tichatonga handiti temi ichipera ndoinda hakuseka zvangu ndoenda kana moda haitositenda
Welcome back to the Denny J Show. We had to gather ourselves and, come back so that we can speak properly. I almost lost my breath there for a good minute. Nash, are you okay?
Yeah, 100%.
And being respectful, it takes a lot of energy.
No, it does. For you.
No.
For you. You didn't know how to ask.
His Excellency. It's not
And Joshana is not bad, bruh. You were asking questions and Shana was like, go Danny.
Yeah.
Go Danny.
So I gotta learn to be respectful for, when we do this thing.
No, enough respect to Doc Vikela. Yeah. Enough respect. The energy it took just to do that.
So who we got next now?
Doc Vikela, not Mkuru. No, but he was here.
Cabinet dzamuri kudya ndedzipi yarikuya kwamuri ndedzipi and all that stuff hazvida kuvabvunza mukuru.
The crazy thing is ndinoda tovabvunza wapo ndokana ndichivapotsa like every time ndokusvikana kuti mukuru anga ari panapa noti angachiti chimwe ndemudaro mawana ndomupotsa zvekudaro.
But that was an amazing set, and you do this all the time. It must take a lot of energy. How do you always have answers?
Hold up.
Yeah.
On the show today, Doc Vikela, known as Victor T. Mpofu, that was the name on his birth certificate, but then he uses, stage name Doc Vikela because Doc Vikela does the things. I don't know if Victor is as funny as Doc Vikela, but on set with us today is Victor T. Mpofu, known as Doc Vikela on the Denny J Show.
Yeah. Let's take it from top.
Yeah.
I think I might have another effect. No.
No, just stop.
I'm worried now.
Just stop. Just stop.
Okay.
I'm worried now.
Yeah.
Because the sounds they are not masculine. Ukitanga DJ UMC.
Somebody played around with my desk. I wanted that and all those other.
Or maybe it's on the flip side. Like when you switch over. Yeah, but anyway, welcome to the show, Doc.
Thank you, Miss
And Chancy Miss Becky.
That was a
Becky K.
Thank you.
That was a nice
yes.
set.
Oh, now I can shake. Now I can be like,
Yeah, now you can because I have no power.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's funny. Like before we go further, Becky, I'm Becky K. I'm excited because, like, do you see you're about the only person apart from my wife who has the courage to say Victor. Like when you're saying that, I was scared. I was like, who's Victor?
Why are you scared, Victor?
What's she talking about?
What's Victor?
No, this is not the Victor who goes.
This is the one that didn't see Victor. This is the one that failed to see Victor.
It's the Victor that fails to see Victor.
It was a victorious moment for Victor. After Victor failed to go and see Victor, like, what are you talking about?
Nash.
Man, how did he miss Victor?
How come Victor didn't see Victor? Or how come Victor didn't go to see Victor? Would you happen to know?
He's probably going to see Victor soon.
Oh, okay.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay, I like your optimism. I like optimism. Probably, like you're like, oh, okay. You know somebody?
So if
Do you know somebody, Nash?
Do you know somebody, Nash?
Nash, do you know somebody?
Victor.
You know
okay.
Victor?
So,
okay.
So if you had to go see Victor, what are you looking at getting? Like if we were to hook up for you to go see Victor, Toyota Corolla, what do you want?
One thing I would say is, it depends kuti ndikupiwe gwei. Kana ndingopiwa osa Doc Vikela, iyo yachero iyo achero wakanipakana chero wakanipakana akwaika kwapo. But kana ndichinopuwa sevakuruka, vakandipa duku ndakuda kupinda mukarepesiri. Vakandipa duku than even yana java vanenge vanyeba kapozi ndijairiro kaneva pana. Achatonge nyika yacho. Achatongeke. But asikukumbira mdara ndikuchitungiza vangu zorwa nechama stray bullet vangachitogadzisa mota yavo zvava vachitogadzisa sasa mdara Zakaria zvikanzi mdara kumbire zvakanaka but yeah.
All right, so we want to get into the life of Victor growing up. If you were to take us back, like let's say to high school, what form are you taking us back to?
High school doing into A-level 1.
Like form 1 to A-level, that's like...
High school.
Secondary is form 1 to 4.
Yeah, it's secondary, form 1 to 4, but that's in high school.
Okay.
Form 5 and form 6.
All right.
Takangodza usvika patakasvikawo. I remember Charles Charamba, pane cassette ra Charles Charamba rakaita kutanga first ever video cassette ma video akanga naburuka chimwe vabvunzo svikani saka makadzidza kusvika papi makadzidza zvakadii zvikanzi ndakadzidza kusvika pandakasvika.
The best answer.
The most humble answer.
Yeah.
To say kuti zvakaramba. So iyo mwana muna MBA yangarega ubreak out MBA.
Saka mimi zvakaramba pa form G.
Yeah, iwo wakangwarisa iwo kupinda. I mean life ndaitiza nyaya yacho. So memory yangu haisimbori ku secondary because I sucked in secondary school. I was trying to impose myself in a space yanga isiriyo. Ndaimakisa. So but ndiri kumusha primary school, it was the best life I've ever lived.
Kupi.
Ndakatangira kugokwe ndikazoenda kwaGutu. Yeah, you know.
So you grew up in Gutu or Gweru? There's Gweru, mention of Gweru.
Yeah. So I'm kind of colored. I'm all over the place.
Okay. So where were you born?
I was born in Gokwe. So I break it down to you, Miss Becky. Mdara wangu ndio kumasvingo anditi. Mdara wangu akakurira mugwero anditi. Asi kumusha kumasvingo. Mdara sekuru vachienda kubata. So mdara ndobva anzi mdara apasa ndobva anzi apasa form 4 ngaaise kutemporary teaching. Mugabanga rigaya unongomuzana ngazikatambe mugabanga soti kwangopedza chiti ngaende kuteaching asata zva politics. So that's why people didn't rise up against him for 40 years. I mean munhu wesanga ngofunga ukuthi no I can teach people kwapina mkombi. No, do not tramba how we stop being a teacher. Like okay, so ndakudatwa serious.
Oh my gosh.
So mdara wangu akaenda kugokwe. Ndobva asvika mvaona chibhebi. Nditi chainzi magi ndobva tapirirwa zvekudaro. Vabelieve baby mvatodi acha fast track mvababy ratoita pregas baby risati radada mvara taimwe pregas yaya yangu yeshitu ndita ndazvizvarwa manje. So mdara now ari kuticha ukatwa nevana 2 in a space of 2 years gore mwana was those guys they didn't play.
They were shit.
They were the shit. Like those guys pakazo yachirwere ndo paangozo disrupt my game but otherwise those guys vaichimanya proper. Vaichimanya proper if you know what I mean like proper. So tazvarwa kugokwe mdara akanzongona kuti papa ne gap because ambuya vakabva kuti mina ndichengete vana takachengetwa nagogo mumzina mudara vachiita romance yavo chimwe vachingota zvavaita vachingotendera muzvikoro vachidzidzisa so takararwa nagogo so tiri vazukuru vagogo.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, so my grandmother was like the village clown vainzi mbuya makwara mbuya my champion. So mengo wavo paizara vanhu pasi pemumengo people will gather there. Right, and then she'll be cracking lines like imi mai mvemvedai makadai msina kutizwa nemurume imi mai niki and
like
was,
real issues
she was brutal in that way. That's my kind of comedy. I can't be nice on stage. I mean I'm that person who looks at the absurdity of things that you think are normal, right? Say no like so that's my grandmother for you. So the influence was that's the best time of my life. right pakambo yamwe muzukuru wedu so ainzi foga ainzani so ainestimate kuti aiti kana agara pasi pemengo aidhaivhira mengo dzakarembera dziya oruma obva aita kunga asina oruma unodzisa look at the characters I grew up around okay obva azongonzi kokazongokuti chingotana uriye obva atori 2 seconds airova yatopera
Right.
So this is your life in Gokwe with Gogo.
Why are you sneaking our merchandise, bro? This is our show.
I know, right?
Yeah. This is our show.
And anopasitara akashata kutongi wenyika kuti uda kuti vanohlisa ngoya nazo.
Alright, so go get our merchandise www.boysthetoners.com.
Just like that. Okay, cool.
www. It's our show, Becky.
It's okay. What did I say?
Right.
Wow.
Nice,
Doc, that's our brand, right? Boys the Toners.
Boys the Toners, yeah.
Boys the Toners TV.
Oh, nice. Ndimi Boys the Toners chaidzo ka. Akuna umuyesa vanhu vachikuda kuti
So I think we're going to bless you with one of these caps.
Come on now.
And because I've already interrupted you, can I get Hillary got me something. Hillary is Doc Vic's manager. He got me a present. Usually when we get guests, we ask them what they're having.
Yeah, man.
But Hillary was like, no, don't worry about it.
So he brought you.
Tinomuti Hilsey. Because anokwira makomo kuti zviite.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hilsey, my G.
Apa atengerwa apa
Hillary is the
ndiani?
man.
Tatengera yedu show.
Nation I don't touch that.
Guys, so I don't know about you guys.
Kutenge gwazi roti munorya zvakafanira kuti baba vakavigwa chipo pamusha vanongomwa vogazangata rava zvinoitwa musi vanomwa munombera mai zvita sinyoro mativigira zangata iwe usingari nanzvi
Okay, maita
ndimofela.
Nice. Thank you,
wow.
Hillary.
I'm sure you're very happy.
Gold.
It's all love.
Anyway, so growing up in Gokwe, raised by Gogo, this is you and your older brothers?
Me and my older brother, my little brother, because then my amainini also vakanga vane mwana wavo mukomana and my brother and I, so tatri the three musketeers. Yeah. Oh, so it was difference yedu yanga iri gore mwana 3. So it was like tatangoita with the same tatangoenzana.
Right. Yeah. When you then decided that, okay, school was not really going the way that you wanted, who then decided the next step for you? Was it your parents, Gogo, older brother, or it was you?
None of the above. As fate, like I left Gweru in the middle of the night, chasing a dream that I didn't even know it existed.
How old were you?
I was 18.
Ish.
I didn't even know what I was going to do. I didn't know what it meant being in the big city. Like I'd never been to Harare in my life. Okay, I've been to Harare as a young boy. Tichienda pakamfinza, tichienda chiona magetsi pakamfinza chindibelevisa. Like tru apfana gogo vaiuya kuno kuzoona mwana womukomana achienda railways, drive malocomotive. So vaiuya kuno gogo nesu, vachizongoona mwana nechichi toya magetsi. Tonzi, endai munotenga kukamfinza. Then we go there. It's crazy, man. So this is me coming back to the big city that I had last seen in a long time. It's like I didn't know what to do. I was confused. I was like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? I did teaching. At
18?
Yeah, I was timber teaching. And then chiva ibabo man, I know teacher
What subjects were you teaching?
So I've always been a history guy, English guy, geography. I've been an artsy guy. I utilize my mind. That's why I'm able to imitate so many people and so many characters. I need to listen to your voice for so long for me to say, now I'm playing your voice.
Right.
So before even I got to Harare, back in Gweru, I was imitating people's voices, right? Me and my older brother, tainyora to my scripts that I can say on camera. And then I'd be imitating Mike Samba and them like, no kuchingamidza vadiwa vatariri kuchirongwa chenyu cheMike Samba show. Mutotora nyaya dzinonetsa magara redu, nyaya dzakafanana nekusviba mawadikani, kusviba. Zvinombokonzerwa neiko? Chikafu chatinodya here? Inzvimbo dzatinogara here? Aiona semuchirongwa tine nyanzvi, mazvikota panyaya yekusviba, tina mukoma Denny J. Like, so
Doc, I'm leaving.
Okay, I'm gonna play nice. So then coming to Harare was like I didn't know what I was gonna do.
Right.
I'm staying in the avenues and the first thing that
did you know anyone besides I think it's your uncle.
Yeah, my Nini was working at Barclays.
Right.
She was working at Barclays and she was staying in the avenues. Proper gig, like she was loaded. Like she still is. Like, like yeah. But it's not to say that I come from money. No, it's her money. But she was staying in the avenues, and back then it was you know my brain, not my brain. But the idea was when I got there, she was like, no, feel free. Like feel free in general. I'm dining. Like, what do you? how do you feel free?
Hey, listen, she gave you a roof. Okay?
I'm not saying I don't appreciate. She's my mom. I love you, Mama Rose.
But my living room there's more space than my bedroom.
But dude, my living room they will sit and say, "Trakona mvango, trakona isidingo," and then they watch. That's a movie, and then they watch it until midnight. But was over. So this time I left in Jenda ku ndizokera ku 10 and but now phone kuma 11 guys muri say chichi tarara imi kana ndiri kumnorana na 1 muri bedroom mangu like when these guys are in my bedroom when I'm there they sleep at 1 a.m. I'm not there, they sleep at 7.
Yo.
Yeah. No, not kuti kuti mama muri
tatopika messages.
Yeah, but it was the best time of my life because when I go to my avenues I had a choice to pick you know what you're going to do by your surrounding, right? So ndakatenda ngana mama kazara mama munachina mano.
Mama kazara chi dog. Mama kazara.
What year was this?
This was 2006.
Okay.
Mama kazara merchants of love. Or merchants of pleasure, because there's no love involved in
merchants of pleasure.
Merchants of pleasure, and I'd never seen such a buffet. Like I was like, whoa. Okay, back then I didn't even know there was a thing called a buffet. You see, but then I was seeing, I was like, panemunda, like you know, and but I managed to ignore that and choose book cafe.
Did you really manage to ignore?
I didn't cheat.
The buffet.
Why do you doubt?
Small town.
Right.
Akusvika ari kuona masiri.
Nashimira ndinokubatsirana nekuma small towns. Vanhu kuma small towns vakaona zvinhu zvakanaka vanopanika votiza their comfort zone. So what I'm saying to you is akaona baby yellow bone akatiza jit akuimba gospel. Saka iwe undudza kuti so guys back to where we are. So inini ndikuti ndapinda avenues. Ndinofirst wangu he passed on recently. Chris, he was my first manager, first person akatonditi unogona. So I went to the book cafe with him because I tiger some.
And this was when you had discovered you have a funny bone.
I always had a funny bone. When I was in Gwera, I was as early as 15. I was emceeing graduation parties. I was emceeing my engagement. Kudara la when love was still love.
Okay.
You see, kudara kwa kusunga ngorugunzu roar. Kwa ino badura roar ndizi. Kwa ino engagement Miss Becky. Engagement party. Yorizwana in the money in the like it was proper. So I would MC stuff like that, right? Yeah, I was 15, 16, form 3, form 4, right? So pandazo ya kunoku I knew what I was capable of. And I would believe that I'm event on MC, and then I would hit because I knew that it was part of my. I love talking to people. Like I love to make people laugh. I love to see people happy and stuff.
Right.
So at that moment, akanditi Chris andiona ndichita some event. I got no. Chigara pa same flat. Hande there's a kubuka film inonzi kune poet in stand up. And what do you do? Ndachika gogo ndatanga da poet. Yeah, my first poem. This is the Denny J show. I can.
Yeah,
yes,
shoot.
Go ahead.
So this is my first poem. I know Anamabwe, Vanoiziva, na Hector, because this was 2008, I think. It was Namuzumari Chera. I also found a poetry slam, 2008. So I was doing this poem, right? Chito! Andizi gutu, andizi malira vaje, asindi noto! Mukati pfao kunze pfao mukati pfao kunze pfao mukati pfao chito. So that poem.
So was that good?
I don't know.
Okay.
It was very artsy.
But
it was one of those like deep. That was deep. That was like
and naughty and perverted because I'm not even talking about the totem. So anyway.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, so that was for me. And then at the book cafe, I'm seeing Michael Kudakwashe comedy night. I'm like, what's happening here?
And these were names that you knew, or
I knew Michael Kudakwashe from TV. I knew Kaw Joshua Ncube, he was my neighbor.
Okay, hold on.
Okay. Does our sound good? Come on here, Bakomedia. We happen to have a neighbor who makes a lot of noise. So that is, yeah, I know that. Yeah, that's the name. So, can you just check? Can you just check?
How weird will it be?
I think I can't hear it, but I don't know.
How weird will it be? Then mind up a church part when no church will I mean, like, that'll be funny. Nash, that'll be funny. like it deliberately. Like show it to the volume. Could you Joe? Like yeah.
No, it's fine, right? Yeah. I think we're good. Yeah. All right, go on. So we moved to our new studios, and we have a church next door.
And praise and worship is about 20-30 minutes, so I don't know if
okay,
or maybe 10.
No, but it seems like we
can't
hear it, right? Can we hear it? It seems like
we can hear it. I don't know if it's
the condensed mics are all right. Okay,
right.
Cool.
Right, so you get to Book Cafe, and you see these names, and you're thinking.
So I'm thinking in my mind, this is Michael K. Like Michael Rakwashi. I mean, Kaw Joshua Ncube, I've seen him next door. Like I've seen this ginger head guy because I'm gonna ginger, I'm gonna balance myself. Like, I'm trained because but and then you just have to carry yourself
Right.
Sorry, but my ginger. So Kaw was my next door neighbor. Right. So he was a good guy.
Yeah.
So, put order up a flat, got the constitution of like it was very, very, very. But your brothers are not saying like with the way that he does. I mean, Michael Kudakwashi, I know. So they drew me in, man. It was like a force. Like I got to see Kaw Joshua and I was like, what? I can do that.
Right.
I got to see Michael K. I was like, I can do that. And then they started telling me how the industry was like, because comedy, it's not like it's premeditated. There's a lot of writing, a lot of rehearsal, a lot of reading, research. My greatest pastime is researching. Is on Google or reading books, reading newspapers, reading magazines. Because if I miss any of that, I'm not relevant.
Yeah, that's true.
As a comedian,
I've discovered also like normally comedians on their sets.
Yeah,
that's what you call them, right? On their sets, if they don't include like current affairs, it's like. What?
Yeah. You divorce from the audience.
Right. So your style of comedy is that you do a lot of current stuff, or are you always constantly changing your content to suit what's happening?
I'm a satirist.
Right.
I point out the absurdities of things that you think are normal. Be it societal norms, be your politics, be your cultural things, right?
What other comics are satirists?
In Zimbabwe. Mm-hmm. In Zimbabwe, there's King Kandoro. King Kandoro does that.
Okay, so
he's a satirist. There is it's Comrade Fatso. Comrade Fatso does that. There is there's Ntando van Moyo from Lawayo. He's a satirist because he does take a dig on those things regularly. But and then there's other upcoming youngsters. I can't say your names, guys, because you're not yet known.
Nobody knows you.
Yeah, even if I say your name, like I'm coming Jones. So like I mean, end it and then we'll talk about it.
Right. So you get pulled into this vortex, let me say, yes. And you're like, I
That's
can do
word,
this.
Vortex,
Dude.
yeah, it's good, vortex.
Man. Didn't you watch Voltron? Voltron, Defender. Yeah. Anyway, and then you get pulled into this thing, and now you're like, I want to do this. I see myself.
This is the only thing I'm gonna do with my life.
The only thing.
I told myself that. All the other things is drama. Yeah.
But I know like now, I think comedy makes money, right? Like back in the day, it was like early days, right? I don't think...
There was nothing, bro. Yeah. I didn't know that. But my greatest influence is Chris Rock.
Yeah.
So I'm watching Chris Rock, the bigger, the blacker, bring back the pain. I'm thinking, rockstar, baby. I'm thinking it just comes like that. Like, mwana wesa no yimba, anitelende kuyimba, Becky. Akaona Rihanna. Funge the process, anofunga the product that you are going every day. So kavane kuti unopowa pressure nono ari mu inbox ma week now every day. Achipfeka machichichichi anditika. Wofunga kuti vamwana vari kusenza izvo. Vanozo surprise kani mota yavari kuziva.
Doc Vikela in the building.
Yeah.
Slowly, Doc. Slowly.
Oh, okay.
So you see yourself in this dream and you want to get into it. What steps did you take? Who did you include in this journey that you're saying, I'm going to be a superstar, and you knew you were not going to do it by yourself? What steps did you take? Where did you start?
So I'm a child of teachers, right? I'm a child of teachers, civil servants, right?
Yeah.
But civil servants, before I even go, these guys need to be buried with Rose Eka, every teacher. You also mbozvunza kuti maticha nemari yavanotambira vanokwanisa vana kuma-university kana South Africa kana machi mbozvunza mari vanonawo. And Zaka, I'm not saying anything, but I'm just asking a simple question like unozwa mafees ekuuniversity.
That's it.
Apana maticha hawanzoita vana vashoma below 3. I don't know why. I don't know the frustration. Hey, stop giving birth. What's wrong with you guys? It's a thing. It's like my standard operating procedure. Kuti takupinza ibasa, askana mapinda mfana ita vana 4 is gender mbiri. Like yeah. So my parents, they're my heroes because as teachers, ndakadzidza a lesson yekuti before you do anything, you have to learn. Learn it, right? For you to do it. Later in life, this is a philosophy from Nelsie, Carl's wife, because she's also one of the greatest teachers of where I am right now. Like she said, get good, get seen, get paid. That's my philosophy.
Remember,
yeah, that's my philosophy. That's what I live with, right? Get good, get seen, get paid. You can't jump that. That's the life. No life. Unaenda ku university to get good. Unaenda ku attachment to get seen. And then after attachment, waonekwa, you'll be hired by the best firm in town, and then you get the guap.
Let me clap.
I like that.
See? So even before I need to learn. So I started looking for the people that could teach me comedy. I looked for Edgar Langeveld, the godfather himself. I was like, where is he? I went to him. I want you to teach me comedy. And I'm one of the lucky few, if I may say,
that were mentored
mentored by him, week in, week out, taught the basics of comedy, set up, punchline, premise, pay off, like your joke construction, knowing I can create a joke literally out of thin air. Because over the years, I've mastered the art of saying, this is how it's done. It's a science. So I've a doctor and operator moon. And it the more you do it, the more it becomes easy. Then Michael came and Mike, I need you to train me. You know, but you know, Mike, oh, Doc, it's easy. You just write and then just go perform. And then people laugh. I was like, hey, I need to say. You know, I'd pin him into a corner. So Michael Kudakwashi then came in, taught me that. And then I said, no, Carl is the most happening thing in town. Right? Carl Joshua Ngube. It's 2009. He's killing it. I was like, I need to talk to him man to man. Okay, not in the sense the song "Ya Free Man," but I said people might get it wrong. Like, you know, we're living in the Didi era.
I know, right?
People might get it. So ndinde na Carl Novatodi, he was more than happy because not many comics were coming up to him, right? Because there were not many. And then Carl Novatodi is one of the best tricks that a comedian can use in Zimbabwe. And I've been teaching it to young comics over the years, that the easiest trick of how you write your jokes, how you come up, like, you know, in English, this were the 5 W's and the 1 H. What, when, where, how. That's the easiest way of writing a comedy set, a comedy gag, right? You know, it's genius. So now that I've learned, I then go back to say, where am I? Let me reconnect with what it means to be Zimbabwean. Because my comedy, I don't do a fake accent to belong. Nah. I didn't go to Gandhi. So I speak about real issues that connect with everyone involved. Yeah. So ndakatanga kustudy the history of comedy in Zimbabwe intentionally. Because I'm a history geek, remember?
Right.
And ndakatanga study the history of entertainment in Zimbabwe. To say, saka vakomana vakatanga say, so the history of Sungura inspired me.
Sungura?
Yeah, man. Okay,
explain.
Nash, Sungura inspired me. Yeah. So Sungura. So what happened was these guys were migrating from the reserves, Mareserve. Vachiuya ku Harare. Vaiuya kupi ku Harare. Vaiya pamushandira pamwe pafiya. You talk of the Sungura boys, the Marxist brothers, you talk of Oliver Mtukudzi, you talk of Thomas Mapfumo. Thomas Mapfumo akatobva kwa akabva achitoya story dza ipapa. You talk of Patrice Mukwamba. A lot of guys, right? Vakawandisa the Kiama boys, whatever. All these guys. So vakomana vachiyozoridza Harare, they had one goal, to spread a certain gospel of a uniquely blended Zimbabwean entertainment. So I wondered, how can I do that as a comedian? So my earlier content was now based on figures that we know every day, that we see every day. I was like, oh, this, okay, Mike Samba is there, Sulu is there, Alec Macheso is there, Albert Nyati is there. You know, I'm looking at all these things like, how best can I capture the Zimbabwean story using these guys? I got crazy on that line. I did my first performance, my professional performance.
That you got paid for?
That I got paid for in June 2011, right? At the Zimbabwean Society, it was the acoustic night. I got a standing ovation. Remember, I've been hitting 2009, 2010, right? I was doing open mic, blah, blah, blah. But 2011, because over the 2 years, I've been getting good. So I got a standing ovation, and from there, man.
You've just been taking stage after stage.
Stage after stage.
I like what he said about identifying who's the best in terms of what you want to do, and then reaching out to them. I think that works with every industry.
You
know what I
does.
mean? Like, if you want to do money, find out who's big with money. If you want to do real estate, find out who's big in real estate.
I like how you're toning down, like, when if you want money, real estate.
I'm being philosophical.
Moraita ambassador, we West Pro management, real estate, like, but you turn the telecoms, so it's my CEO as people. Asingaite ambassador.
See, if I want to do telecoms, but if you want to if you wanted to do telecoms, I don't think you'll be able to get a hold of Strive.
No, you just go to the lowest hanging fruit. Who's next?
Yes.
After that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
True.
In your journey, you started on the Simuka comedy. What's Simuka comedy about?
So Simuka comedy is now it's a hybrid platform, right? It's a hybrid company, registered company that promotes
Still functional?
Still functional.
Okay.
Still functional. Trains. It unearths, nurtures, trains, and promotes comedy talent.
Right. So anyone who thinks they're funny,
they can. So everyone that probably matters in comedy terms has been through our platform. Okay. If they didn't go through organically, they went through whoever carried them on their back. Okay. If Pure Box, Bootis and crew, right? Bootis and Boskeda were part of the genesis of the workshops and trainings we did. Comic Pastor was one of the first students we ever had in our workshops, which I was conducting back then. So you realize, Kuti, Comic Pastor then went on to create a force, Comic Pastor and Associates. So by extension, all these guys are a resultant output of what Simuka Comedy planted in Munakomi.
I'll give you claps.
Yeah.
See? So if Nijo is flying,
it's a product of.
I'm sleeping open to nowhere because in 2010 I wrote. I've always got my vision. I've got a strategy, 5-year strategy every time, right? So in 2010, the only way I can be bankable is when I have more than 20 comedians servicing the Zimbabwean comedy circuit.
Come on now.
So if Nijo is flying and people know him, it means that when Barclays yaka broke. I mean, Yanis Tanyo. Sorry, Yanis Tanyo.
First Capital.
First Capital. Yaka naka my boss.
Yes.
So First Capital, ika hire Nijo for eventness. But obviously, Monsieur Yukuni Stanbic. What do Stanbic do? To come to me. What will CBZ do? To go to Comic Pastor. So, but Nigaramandri one Radako. So when we're doing workshops year in, year out, we're saying these are seeds. Right? I'll give you an example of Negu. This guy was.
Oh, I love Negu.
So Negu is a product of Simuka Comedy.
So who is
So Negu is a product of Simuka Comedy. How? So we got a grant from the British Council. Right?
How much?
Denny with the
I can't remember, Denny. Come on.
I'm a numbers guy.
Come on. Okay. It's confidential.
You got a grant
Yeah,
that
come
you
on.
can't remember because it's confidential.
So it was in 2015, 2016, right? British Council was doing this, and I just wrote a proposal. I was partnering with Bus Stop TV, actually. Okay. So what I said was I want to go through the Blawayo, Gweru, Mtare, Mashingo to do comedy training. I would train comedians. Bus Stop would film it, right? That was the partnership, right? Train comedians. So we went to Blawayo. We trained Negu and guys, and we had them do skits. They're still on Bus Stop page to date. That was probably the best. But then the element is I'm proud of what he became because we motivated him through the workshop. We motivated him to say you can unlock your value and your potential. So Simuka Comedy's work, it's it scares me even up to today.
Where are the ladies?
So the ladies, they are there. The unfortunate part is we haven't had much because of cultural dynamics.
Okay.
Iwo ukabva kumba uchiti ndakuenda kunoshanda manheru nichinakidza vanhu zvidhakwa uri kunakidza zvidhakwa manheru zvonzi uri kutengesa muriwo tengesa nyama because kunakidza zvidhakwa manheru mbawa.
Come on.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but that's not the dynamic. We do my theaters, we do mabawads mengwa, but the dynamics are siriwa muri kufungira vasikana ngavauye. That sounds wrong, but yeah. Yeah,
Ngavauye kusho.
sure. So we Nash.
Nash,
Why are you this person, Nash? I mean, like, really?
Nash.
Yeah.
But vasikana havo dog vanofana kungouya.
Yeah.
In general.
I have any distractions kuti vasauye. Vane distractions.
Vakadzingwa naNash. There was an episode that the boys did. I was not involved in that one, and they were discussing, certain grievances about women when they go out to the club.
You're a genius. I love how you are acting as if you don't realize. I mean, like, no. She knows what she's doing. I mean, like, she knows what she's doing. Okay. She's drawing us in. Okay. Like into the vortex.
But why are you selling me out into the vortex?
Into the vortex.
That's your biggest word ever since I known you, Becky. Oh, vortex. You're gonna tell me after the show where you got vortex.
I also use consequences.
Right. Wow. Consequences nzora kazonda namuchemberedze kwende. And because you face the consequences. You face. That's why.
I also use words like equilibrium.
Go, Becky.
Now we are showing off.
So
you are showing off.
You got another one? Shit. You're on the road today.
I'm on a roll.
Shit.
Okay.
So, Doc. Simuka comedy, I mean, the work that you guys do, can you take somebody who is not funny at all and turn him into a comedian?
So you can never walk up to something that you are not.
Like I can come and say, look, Doc Vikela is making money from comedy. I want to be like Doc Vikela.
Tokuudza usekeseka. Then you wait naro. Uboita 10 years uri open mic. Anjataure mazita but variko I like how you see.
Apana kamzoboita naro ire akabva pitsira saita.
Aripo.
Okay.
Mazita.
No, Aripo. Long John.
Exactly. I don't think he's funny. He's not for real. I was about to say.
Denny.
I don't think.
Nash, I will control. I will hold you. You can't say.
Whoa.
Denny. You can't. And Nash, you're not allowed in my presence to say that so and so is not funny.
No.
Do you know why I'm saying that?
Okay, Doc. Tell us.
They don't tickle your fancy.
Yeah. That's why I said I don't think.
Oh, okay.
So what it is I think over time he's improving. I can say that for sure.
He's now a beast.
I think he's improving, and I saw what he did on that show. Is it America's?
But I don't shy. Bye.
But I think the white people, they like the story. They like the story.
Thank you.
On that platform.
Exactly.
Okay, I think it's got to do with platforms.
You're gaslighting.
Doc Vikela. No, that's what he does.
But the gaslighting. That's a big word that I've just gaslighting.
I think he must have Googled before he came on the show.
Yeah, I was waiting. Thank you for making the opportunity for me.
Gaslighting. But it's. I think sometimes the talent and the opportunity don't always come together. You know what I mean? Like you are very talented.
Thank you.
But there are a lot of opportunities that you might have lost.
I decided to stay home. Okay, so there were people who decided to stay home and build, and there's people who decided to go and fight in the liberation struggle. But doesn't mean those two groups are not important in the construct.
You decided to stay away from our rituals.
Okay.
Our rituals under doing kumberi. Vakati vasikuzvida izvozvo.
You know what I mean? Okay.
Like I almost said fair enough. I was like, oh, how do you even know me?
How did you know?
Like
how did you know they wanted me and you said no?
Yeah.
So I think
but these guys who do rituals, I think their opportunity is not coming, so they're going to create their own opportunities in a very messed up way. Is that not the same thing? It's like
I think we all do rituals, but in our own way, right?
We do.
I
didn't know we do.
I believe.
We do?
Are you Christian? Well, what are you? What is your orientation? Because you're a Christian, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, in your pursuance of Christianity, which is a religion, right? Everything that you do when you submitting to the Creator. I'm a Christian also, you know. I believe that munhu ari kubhilivha kuna sekuru wokumashavi anga ari Joshua Maponga anga ari Shaddai achibhilivha kuti vakadzi havana dhiri chichi iye ane baby. What I'm saying is I'm like why can't you be there? So what I'm saying Shaddai ndio wangu. So what I'm saying
he's gaslighting. Right?
I know, you know, right? You know, right? So what I'm saying is I believe kuti munhu wese you have somewhere where where you owe your life to. Yeah,
so even if you preach a different gospel, it's like shut up, Sha.
Like andokudza kuti wangu Jesu wakambomuona. Oh, that's blasphemous. Guvi kana zvambiyananda nyika yakaukana mbiyananda. Munhu akadaro ari kutonga muregedze adaro because that's what he believes. Pakazoya umwe achiti inini achione mavhesi obva aramwa pati yake. Munhu obviously anosiya.
Okay. Munovaramba chi doc
party yake. Like okay, tukuti ndisariri. Pane munhu arikutora nezvaJehovha every day andi. Over but achitaura nonda kusaka mudhunduruka mbuya kuti chichichi boss mbuya nyika ndiya mbuya chichi anditika. Toti bo anditi. Munhu yetu tokumta bo. Tongobvumira noti amufotera. Andi. Umwe munhu obva ati ini ndoita zvamari. Obva siya vana vachingochema. Obva like kuti saka you I know, yeah, I just talk about camera, but what I'm saying is at the end of the day,
we feed off what feeds us.
Exactly.
Or we feed off. I'm so deep today.
Yeah, I have that effect on people.
Yeah. Oh, it's you. I was wondering, what
happened to me? What's going on?
Wait. Something was coming out. I was wondering, what's with the paradigm shift? You know.
Kwasara kuti angoti sovereignty watavhara show. I think mommy yanti sovereignty tovhara show.
Paradigm shift.
Ndakazwa umwe musikana panews akuda like anozwa kuti ndobvunzotora sarako kunoto aiwa akusiberere alright. Achiverenga news. The president today was really keen on on cascading the sovereignty. Kada on sovereignty. Chama zvaona kutaura izvi. Anombolast akadzingwa in 2 weeks. Boss kuziberera vajambe kuziberere. Oh, kuziberere. Because kuziberera vanogona kuti vanogona ngotora Starling voisa pamusoro pabandi. Zvisingabvumidzwa andi. Iwo obva wataurisa obva wangodzingirwa nyaya yakaitwa nemunhu wese zvonzi ndiye akaunza Starling panapa. Like how does that even happen? Like so I respect these people, yeah.
You respect the people. We got you. Back to Simuka Comedy. Is it so? It's an organization that gives a chance to young people, young only, or like?
It gives opportunities to. Why we talk of young is because you Denny then can come and say I want to start a comedy career. I mean, Denny, you are 60.
Okay, like, he's not 60 though.
69.
Yeah, he's 59. He's like borderline.
59. I'm not a prophet. We are past 10 number 211 kushitungwiza kwaseke kwamuchabatsirwa. Hallelujah. Like what? I'm a prophet. What?
Borderline.
So I'm saying.
Doc, are you saying I look 59?
No, I'm joking, man. I was just trying to be funny.
You said you look 60. Yeah. So
I think she deserves another gun.
Okay, Becky. All right, Becky.
Okay, Becky. She's on a roll.
You're on a paradigm shift.
Yes, I'm on a paradigm.
She's hitting the paradoxes of these punchlines.
What?
Yeah.
Shit.
So let me go to my point of Zimbabwean comedy.
What? Yeah.
Are you seeing the whole dream come together with what you wanted with Simuka Comedy? Because obviously you mentioned the likes of Comic Pastor, Nigel, Long John was part of your...
Yes, definitely.
Right? And though we may dispute, I believe one man's meat is another man's poison.
No,
at
no,
this
I didn't
point.
say. I didn't say I hate him. I actually
No
like
one
him.
said you hate him.
But I was just saying I don't think he's the funniest comedian that we
I'm
have.
sure plenty people think that because Africans have a certain level of funny.
Because I think when he comes, we're gonna invite him.
Yeah,
to the
definitely.
show.
I'll make
I
sure.
would-
I'll make sure that he
I would.
comes. So Denny,
But I don't know
anogona.
Anoboa zvake.
Aiwa. Nashinzo.
I think they're different
Nashinzo.
types of comedy.
Makamboti muri kuchikoro muri kuhigh school more. Then there was that girl who was very generous and with what God gave her, with what her mama gave her. So that girl motanga kuti hana diru akaipa wangu mawani. You see, no kind of conversation atinoita when you're talking about comedians.
Okay.
Kuti anonakidza hanake like what? No. Anakidze.
Okay, no Diddy.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is the humor. Let's talk about Long John for a moment, right?
Right.
He's a brilliant kid. I've seen him from when he couldn't even join together two lines of comedy to a point when he was now beginning to become a force of comedy in Africa.
All right. Are there types of comedians? Because I feel like he's.
There are different types of comedy.
I feel like he's different type.
Yeah, he is different. So comedy, for starters, celebrates tragedy. There's no positive comedy. You can't do comedy in appraisal. You do comedy in reverse where you are praising something that is crazy. Like saying, tenda hurumende nekuti yakapa vanhu 280 million kuti atenge mbudzi dai yakapa vanhu vakawanda vanhu vadya mari iyoyo ilisi yadyiwa ne 1-2. I'm praising, but there's nothing praise about there. You get what I'm trying to say. So at the end of the day, it's these are things that we have to probably we can't even understand it, all of us. But comedy ya Nijo, comedy ya King Kandoro, comedy ya Long John, comedy ya Doc Vikela, comedy ya Carl Joshua Ncube, comedy ya Ntando Van Moyo. These are different types of comedy. You'd go to a Ntando Van Moyo's show and then you laugh your lungs out. Then you end out blaza vanakidza.
It's like American comedy and British comedy.
There's a fancy, Denny.
Yeah.
Iwo nofarira ndoko nochifarira burger, iwo chifarira hot dog. Okay, muno masima hot dog chingori kakachingwa kane vorosi. Yeah, iroro over sauce tomato sauce. Hot dog and some mama spices with tomato sauce. Like how do you say I'm selling a hot dog? What can tomato sauce pakati ni Russian?
Okay. Oh wow, sorry. Yeah.
So but you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is I understand your guys' position because probably you are a few I don't know. A few select who don't find. But I as someone who worked on their comedy and seeing where they are today.
And seeing the growth.
I'm happy because to the Long John, where you are, my brother, this line you're hitting, that's you. He goes to America. He's doing comedy. He can't talk about, he can't say, there's a beautiful place called Chegutu, water is flowing and stuff, because people are like, why are you bragging with Africa, man? Africa. You see? But
so he rode on what people normally say.
So the stereotype, right? So if I'm joking about my marriage, you know the stereotype. My wife bosses me around. I know, laughs. We know it's true, but I'm saying, and then one laughs around because it's a stereotype. So the stereotype that he rides on, people might not like it, but at the end of the day, I mean, right now, the government department in a computerized system. I'll wait.
The passport office.
Come on, akusukuni mna akafane password. Kune kwanza mna akafane master password audit katadza kuitwa akatanga panyona chinyora ne billion bepa.
Atabo manje.
Wow.
Takubudisa ma e-passport. Chatsuka.
So at the end of the day, what you consume at the end of the day is what then determines kuti nasho ta anoboa mfeso.
Okay.
But
he's clearly doing well, so he's
getting a golden buzzer and making a room full of those people to laugh like that is an achievement that qualifies him to be the biggest comedian in Zimbabwe at present.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm a comedian, but at the end of the day, I'm also there. I'm also ndoda kuti industry yacho irambe ichienda mberi. You see?
No, that's nice.
So
we wish him well.
Exactly, man.
Of course, we
Let's
wish him
celebrate
well,
him.
but I just wish I could understand.
The jokes are
Hey.
Okay, let's move on.
Like you will link, and then
you're like,
crickets. But at times, I think maybe it's me
Anotoshaya.
Like what?
No, but Nash,
Mosha, baby.
Nash. I think we haven't seen much of him. We just saw that one. Said I haven't seen much.
No,
of
but
him.
I've seen one or
I've
two.
seen one or two.
Majokes acho ndechi
Kana tipamwe majokes aende ku America. Imimi ndosaka muri kurasi. That's why I blow up.
Atogara to America.
I think there's that line here, kuti. There's online jokes, like you can do jokes on your camera and then you just post it, and it's not one that you'll take to the stage and then like ride with it. Yep. Like it can be there for like, oh, you laugh 2 minutes and like, oh, it's going on. Oh my gosh. And then you sort of like get lost.
Because it's like cringe. It's like, you don't know.
Like, are you going to be funny now or is it going to be later?
So like when I see that, like how he does it, I actually cringe. What is he going to do next? Because he got this. Now the stakes are higher, right? So he has to kill it. Is he going to kill it or whatever?
He's going to murder it.
I hope so.
So best believe it. I bet on him winning that thing. Best believe it, because he's mastered. So with comedy, it's not about the content. The product itself is driven by the art of comedy, the skill of comedy, knowing how to deliver a punchline. So if King Kandoro goes on stage and is talking about, I saw his clip about my TT or something.
King Kandoro is very good.
Yeah, I saw his clip on my TT, right? And as he is hitting on my TT, how everyone is afraid of my TT, blah 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 blah. And the idea is we have gotten accustomed to laughing at my TT, but we are not accustomed to laughing at Chimani.
I see.
So because Denny, you're not accustomed to laugh at where you came from, but you're accustomed to laugh at Becky. It means that if I talk about your background and I bastardize it, you'll be like, yeah. If I bastardize Miss Becky, you'll be rolling. Becky K. Sorry, I bet.
Miss Becky.
Becky K. Right. So if you then roll on the floor laughing at that, but you then. So that dynamic is what we probably miss at the end of the day.
That's why I'm saying, Kuti, maybe it's a me thing.
Yeah.
Kuti, it's not.
Oh, it's a me.
Kuto jamba, maybe, because
it's a you, me, and Nash thing.
I mean,
Which means everybody.
We are everybody.
Yeah, but that set he did was kind of funny. I have to give it to him.
It was funny.
But I don't know if it was golden buzzer.
Yes, Doc Vikela. If you're going to be honest, which you're not. That was not golden buzzer thing, but I think the story, the fact of where he came from and his story and what it touched that guy, that black guy, the host guy.
Yeah.
And then the whole story behind what he's doing was nice.
Okay.
And I can get where the golden buzzer comes from, but I'm just scared that when he gets to the next stage,
he's going to kill it. So this is my last submission that is biased according to Denny.
Of course.
Okay. And Nash.
Mentor.
Yep. So that set was genius, in that Americans, they are ignorant.
Doc, genius. Do you know the word genius?
So, wait.
No, Doc, let me tell you what genius.
Can I finish?
Doc.
No, let him finish.
No, while he's googling. Genius. Okay, so in why. So vanhu vanga vari murumu meme havatozivi kuti Zimbabwe iri pamap mukada kuzozvitsvaga.
All right.
So if you are a comedian and you're dealing with
people of that caliber,
audiences that they're gonna eat out of your hands if you do that.
Yes, then you do that.
Okay, so if it's a contest, like having a roast battle, right? Roast battle, say Nick Cannon, right? And you have one leg. I'm going to talk about the leg.
You're going to go to town.
Because that's one thing that they are going to relate with.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not going to talk about things that try to make me look cool when obviously they don't think I'm cool. You don't think I'm cool? Let's go with that. So that tactic and trick works because at the end of the day, what you want is for people to laugh. Denny.
But how many times will it work?
As long as he's in that space, he's going to kill it.
He somehow linked the first part of his joke with the ending.
Yeah, it was one story.
Seeing a traffic light, people taking pictures with it, and then seeing a broke white man.
But it's also denigrates. Doc. But
official opening.
I mean,
Hatinaita official opening yemabhini. Hatina here. Ndingobvunza. Ndingobvunza.
Got you.
Hatina here kuita zvimahovhoni zvimwe zvainzi zvidaita zvechingwa chichi. So what we're saying, guys, is
but is it not cliche when you just diss our people and say
he's not dissing them. He's
no, when you say traffic light, we're taking pictures or whatever, it's making us look very primitive. For jokes.
But it works, it's comedy.
It's comedy. They will laugh. The white people will laugh if you tell them stuff about...
We are
primitive.
Doc.
Saying we're primitive, Doc?
Denny.
Doc, are you telling
Bushman.
Denny that we're primitive?
Denny.
Doc, let me get you right. Let me get you right, Doc.
Denny, this is 2024. I'm not saying we're primitive. I'm going to put it aside by now. But what I'm saying is 2024, there are things that we wish Gutum Pandawana could be. There are things that we wish Chimani could be.
That's true.
There are things that Becky we wish. So when we are talking about comedy, satire, we are speaking truth to power. So some of these things, they've got a far-reaching effect. Right? So if we can go to Chimani and then put a booster to make sure that there's connectivity fast, right? If you go to Chimani and make sure that there's electricity, then we disprove this claim. But as long as network is a problem in Chimani, where we have the highest point, but I can't call someone in Chimani. You're freaking kidding me. In Chimani, we have better service because so I'm saying some of these things to catch up because hey, but comedy, guys, that's for laughs. We are not politicians.
But Doc, remember, these white people overseas actually believe all these things.
So
I think Wamuri, as ambassadors, you should sell a better story.
But
a better story is not funny.
It doesn't pay. It doesn't pay. They pay in another one way or another.
So speaking of that, the state of the arts industry focusing on comedians.
Yep.
Would you say people should get into it more? If you feel like you can do this thing, get into it. You'll be able to take care of your family.
Definitely. So, like what I've exhibited over the years, right? Exhibited, another big word. Yeah.
Okay,
so like over the years, you can actually be able to earn a living from comedy as long as you utilize all the comedy inflections that come with it. Because if you say I'm a stand-up comedian and then you stop there, you become limited. So you have to make sure that you do go into acting, you do go into your skits, your movies, your web series, whatever. And then you move to stand-up comedy. And then from stand-up comedy, you look at how you can become an MC. A master of ceremonies, number one, and then you also how you can diversify into the corporate world to perform stand up at events, at corporate events, at weddings, engagements, Aurora days, so all that. So once you have that, but for people to be able to appreciate you in that sense, it means you have to work hard, get good. Then you get seen and you get paid. So the advantage that all these youngsters have is the social media. In social media, social media, maybe 2000 and like I had a Facebook account that I would rarely even use or post anything because I was satisfied in a comedy room. And Doc fresh material every time we see him. So for me, that was good. Right? And then when you are then event we are corporate event hande ku Kariba hande ku Vic Falls, and then I would go on a Sadik tour doing it Zambia, Swaziland, Botswana. So for me, but then with social media now, it's making it make sense.
Right.
You can get paid through your videos on YouTube, your stand-up videos on YouTube. You can do skits, you get paid. You can get endorsements. You become an ambassador, and so forth and so forth. So I feel like it's only for those that work hard. That can benefit from comedy, because comedy is a lot of work. Trust me.
So when you look at social media, what percentage of what you make comes from social media? Is it 50% of what you make? How big is social media?
For me, it's 10%. But guys, Tashpa my camera yogurt. I mean, like that's like
who eats yogurt at this time?
Jokes on you.
Like I mean, like it has to be like like, hi. Like, I'm like, dude, really? Like, how? Like, maybe I want you a beggar or something muscular, like a yogurt, Baba, of all things.
Baba, why yogurt?
Yeah, why yogurt, Baba?
Oh. Okay, prescription.
Panenge mukasonga itanzi mukomana waunaye atenga banana. Mukomana waunaye ane chirwere. You know the song? You know, from way back.
No, that's not a doc.
Yeah.
You and the
but I like how you were not moved. Like even my mom cheater that no, you're a yogurt person.
Yeah.
Are you married? Are you married, bro? How many kids? 3 kids. I have an orphan. Mama, did what your yogurt young? Like yeah, I mean, I feel sorry for your kids. Yeah, yeah, but okay. So sorry, Denny. The shouldn't distract her.
I mean, which grown man eats yogurt?
I know, right?
Don't act like you don't eat yogurt.
Married man, father of 3. What?
Yogurt.
Don't you eat yogurt?
No, I don't. Why? Married man, father of 3. For the kids. I mean, like, what? Yogurt? Oh,
But yogurt must cut no go.
But I can.
But real nigga mind do under visa.
But Becky, I'm not saying that I can eat yogurt with my wife. I'm not denying that I can eat yogurt. That I'm not.
Yogurt.
Hey, but then, prop. But I should spoon in.
Right.
Like
he was enjoying his yogurt. Okay.
Andra that moon looked at the next and out yogurt and fire or not.
Becky, you know, shall say yogurt.
So you were saying Facebook
Okay, it just went.
is 10%.
Yeah. So Facebook in Zimbabwe doesn't pay. I don't know if you guys.
No, what social media platforms in Zimbabwe pays?
YouTube.
Okay. Besides YouTube.
Besides YouTube, it's only YouTube. So when you have Facebook
doesn't actually pay the
so
the country. The country you can't.
So if you are monetized, it's either the account or I create outside or someone I change my IP whatever.
Right.
It's a whole lot of work of which in Nango and they which is Zaki go punish you knock out offer because pananga fraud can get it. But what I'm saying is social media in Zimbabwe does not make sense because you don't get much. YouTube kupa but because of my sanctions maybe but it's really real.
Yeah.
Right? Kuti mdara urunzi because region ya mura ibvumidzi kumonetize. Because of my sanctions.
But there must be changes now because there is the sanctions.
I propaganda hiyo unopengere Denny guru mani. What is about? Who is good as Denny?
But I think it's coming. The ambassador.
All right, it's coming. So okay, it's coming.
It's on its way.
So social media
then just becomes a platform.
But what it does, but the magic of social media is now brands get to see you influencing on social media and they say come influence
and that's
for our
how
brand
we benefit.
and then we benefit. So you say per month give me this amount for me to do this. So the amount you're given by a company is more than what you can get on YouTube.
True story.
It is. So if you work your maths well and then you've got 4 or 5 clients because you don't want to have 17 clients. I'm not going to mention names. And then you say hey, I'm an influencer. How do you influence 17 clients at the same time? Stupidity. So 5 to 5, 10 is stretching it because what you do because influencing is not easy. It's not just posting a video or a picture. Influencing is being intentional about making sure people fall in love with the brand.
Like what Becky does, coming out of the swimming pool like on Baywatch.
Yo, I saw that.
You know how you come out of the pool slowly.
Like water was glistening on your skin.
Becky.
No, I think there's just not enough space on the set. Otherwise, you'd be doing the Baywatch.
You know, right?
It was a clean video.
Running to the pool.
Yeah, it was. It was a clean video. Like it cleaned our minds.
Dr. Guramatunu vakazoti Shibeki.
He wasn't talking about me only. He was talking about the African
round, soft,
woman.
Juicy.
Sorry. Okay.
Hey.
I'm married. I'm not going to talk about roundness and juicy and whatever. What are you talking about?
But when you are married, does roundness disappear? I mean, when you see someone who's curvy and round.
Yeah, it disappears. Fuck you.
Dog.
What the fuck is wrong?
Dog.
It disappears.
Oh, I didn't say. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Dog.
It
What is
disappears.
sorry? What is kuna Denny?
joke msati nyepere isusu we are happily married as well.
Disappears.
Doesn't really happily married, but
tinotokomenta namadhamu kuti
If you guys, no, sorry guys. Oh, no, come here, madam.
madhamu kuti acheke
aiwa kana utori guy manje dhoka haumirire kuti ubatwe uchiona unozi madhamu anoita here magaro aya.
Wow. Baby, these guys are making me do it. So, no goes understand and
Yes, they're making me do it. No. If it's not happening in your home, don't
Mufikiro
do it.
akaita anoita here une magaro ese.
magarisa panze kudai
Nah, thank you, I'm good. Nah, I'm good.
You see,
I'm good.
Dog
it's
is
not
being
working,
abused.
idiot.
I'm happily married.
I allow my husband. There's a rule. I think I've also mentioned it a couple of times. It's 3 levels. After that, no.
You allow him?
Yes, you can look.
To extrapolate into the affairs of foreign affairs.
Listen, he's going to see beautiful women outside, whether I'm with him or not.
Doc,
So you can look. The first look is wow. Second look, you're like just trying to make sure. Third look, what? Why?
Doc,
Why?
you go blink it twice kana muri tambo rafu padeni.
He's not gonna blink the whole show now.
I'm not gonna blink. I'm like, yeah. So I love my wife.
So me and Nash are gonna come outside your house with placards. Free Doc Vikela.
Every dog together.
Free Doc Vikela.
You know how that turns up in Zimbabwe. Also, yeah, in Zimbabwe we don't play. Yeah, we don't play with
Back
protests.
to the influencers. I don't know how we digress.
They're moving
like
that. Protest. Okay, so
Back to the influencers. So you were saying the social media platform helps comedians, people in the arts, to get seen by brands who want to work with them, but it doesn't make sense to have like 17 brands on one person.
Yeah.
Why not just focus on a few brands and really bring out that aspect?
because
of
what makes
they
sense
want?
is you can't have an influence brand contract that is below 6 months and over 12 months, right? So because at the end of the day, you need to do checks and balances to see that
It's working or
it's
it's not
working or it's not working. Because sometimes you might have the following, but you might not just be cut out to promote that brand. So by the time you get to 6 months, I know this is not working, right? And they say, I know I'm cutting loose or we're continuing. So by the end of 12 months, I know. So we want to go the next year with you. Because you have got 5 clients that you're doing well with, you
Yeah.
now go on to negotiate on the leverage that you have done over the past 12 months. So if you want to earn 5,000 a month, it means that if you were charging these brands $500 per month and you were getting 2.5 a month for 1 year, in the next year you're saying, okay guys, I'm going to 650. It's like, let's go to 500. Because you want 500. So the 500 you're only going there, it means now you've got 5 by 5. You go to 1,000, sorry, because what ndakasimudza brand kusvika apa makavhura mabranch 6 in 1 year because of what I do. Because when you are influencing Becky K, you are making sure that there is growth that is tangible.
Yeah.
You make sure that the communication goes beyond marketing and advertising. It goes to selling Boys the Toners. So today, if I say I'm going to be the ambassador of Boys the Toners, and it means that whatever it is that I'm going to do for Boys the Toners has to make sure that your story steals the heart of everyone through whatever that is I'm doing or however funny I am. You see?
And people need to buy into that.
Buy into it. Kuti vakuru vakupfeka capes ye Boys the Toners. Pavanenge vachiita mavideo ndingapfeka cape anditi ye Boys the Toners. It's inconsistent with his character. But we are daring because we are creating content. So by virtue of doing that, people are like, vanhu vakaipa. Once you do that, you've got everyone behind you.
So how many people are ethical enough to say these guys want to give me big money, but my brand does not align with them? Because a lot of people in your back.
Yeah, as long as
Are you going to think twice? Are you going to think about whether that product goes with your brand or not?
Yeah, there are a few. As long as people are charging a laptop $9,000, I mean, like, what was that? Makaona tende yotanzi laptop 9,000 inotaura here inobururuka here inotamba mbakumba here inotamba ndombolo here laptop yacho right what does the laptop do? So because of that, you'd realize kuti our morals pane moral decadence kakaitika kakaunyanyisa right kekuti people don't even ini ndotosvika kuti hamana mari yemunhu ndikuitora zvangu but hapana zvandaita ndotonyara ndorwadziwa you see
but can you say no?
I will not say no, but I will make sure that I put an extra effort in covering up for where I've messed up. In I'm always on the point that I always want to overachieve whatever set target and appeal. So that even chiravakati zvakadhakwa nokuti hapana kamikajoka kandinakwa. Takura chitama makadzi guys kumba kwedu. Kipele juve. Yeah. So it's about the tactic of knowing. Kuri rando 17 wachiku like chipo $100. I mean like chiro chipo mari yakawanda say I mean
relax. Okay. Take a sip.
Okay.
Makukecha. Manga makutodipisa nyaya. Mazitanga akutobuda ipapo.
Beki urona beki anotimisa. Beki. Oh, ungatasa maningeda na views etenchita cricket chetu chibaziita. Sometimes we go crazy.
Soda water yakanaka. I know because soda water.
Some beautiful soda water.
Yeah.
Tell us about. You see, you do the character of Vakuru.
Yes, sir.
How many phone calls have you received from the president's office or from the CIO and all these people?
So I wouldn't know kuti mangani because mama wacho anongouya ngona pamwe ndi John ari kubudirira sashaya zvekuita kana mandotsikanda fie. You know like level kuti nongokara kaonzoni tiri kufona tiri ku president's office ndoti iri kupi yomfane murachobvunza sina basa unoti kuna president's office yakadai but you can't be rude because vanongona nga variwo because vanhu vacho vanoshande kuona vasingakete futi kuti vari pambacho. Let me go with it. So yeah, they've been numerous. I've
gaslighter.
But I've been invited. A couple of times. No, I'm not breaching the client's attorney privilege of ndakati handisitaura hangu but handisitaura mazita handisitaura zvakawanda ndikuti disclaim. So ndakamboinvitiwa and the invitations they're always sweet. They don't offer you anything actually.
Would you like some water?
No. Yeah, like you know the American scene. You know, room interrogation room. Do you want a coffee or soda or what? What do you want? Coffee. Okay. Like no, we don't do that. We get straight to the point.
We don't do that.
But these guys have been nice because those that have called me where I've gone, they've been nice. Like
what do they call you for?
Like I don't go make a sure to.
What you wanna?
Yeah, I know what one needs a bit extreme, but I'm going to make sure kuti hapana ere munhu ari kukufurira kunakidza vanhu.
Kufurira kunakidza vanhu.
You see, kuti saka wakafunga sei mfana it's vakaipa but very brilliant. Mfana yo. Moyo mfana akaipa. Yeah. Like so unoto start mkuru.
You went back to a scene.
Yeah, unoto start mkuru ere. Sibanda inzo unoto start mkuru ere mfana yo. Because anenge akawanda. Sibanda.
Moyo
Sibanda. Sayoni ngwa ngwibo bati. Zvinomfana chimboita katimbonzo saunoita ziya. Was ngwana kachitora panguva iyo kuda ku like ngube is more like Nash anenge gaslight wekuti musvike palevel yekuti pamaudi then wanzi chimboita zuya zvaunoita mfana iwe une musikanza iwe wakazodzidza kupi soni iswoso and then yo kuti upinde mucharacter manje handisi mucharacter unzi character ichi unzi character and then because avasati vasvika papoint yavakudanira chachimboita then ubva watoti uye ndafara vakomana mavi handiti munomunda here imwe ubva waseka. It's not like that you are funny but it's the act vari mucharacter vari mucharacter yeah and then inenge isiri threat yatinoti kune mathreat anopiwa anaostalos vanachichi sorry Denny jango I'm sorry Denny Easter rangoya I don't know why so kune ma threats ana ostalos costa ma threats ana Doc Vikela mbana yeah he's good wakaipa no you're good wakaipa but tongo no tatangura notungozivana chichi but this is the third time I'm here no kuziyana kuperi mfana kuziyana kuperi tatangoti pipe unobata frame pipe mufana wepana frame akaripindurudza kudai, what's the rationale behind it, why you know,
and they look into everything.
into that yobva kuti ano toda kuratidza kuti we're not the real president, aiwa no but iyi picture yacho handeyako chingoimisei zvakanaka handiti, because kana makaidai so hazinyatsobuda zvakanaka, madha maitozvitaura kamoyo kuti hasinzo ngavaite zvimiro zviri proper, you know. Ndoti madam emashuwashuwa here zvonzi madam ndivanda wenda ndivapi pacho. So that threat yatouya watoinzwa kuti mufana tokuputitsa gadzira frame zvakanaka tapedza newe. Hapana panda patwitter kuti you have been threatened how kunzi mukadzi wangu afariri yakadai. That's not even a threat. That's so threat hiyo inokuaffect even how you then continue going forward, because you don't know whether you would frame chat, you understand, you're working with these young kids, you're like, yeah, but then because urumuna nemskanzwa naturally indundurani.
Okay.
So urumuna nemskanzwa naturally you then say ndezvavo izvo, then you continue, because anamuna ndikutuka ndakambotuka pane munhu anezita 1 ndakamboshandisa amvakuru ndopfeka scarf because ndakangoiona ichitengeswa marobots saka inofita ndiri mukaranga ndobva mumashango.
Yo.
But I mean, when you do this character, I think I like to think that the president has a good sense of humor.
Yes. Have you seen his rallies, man?
Yeah.
He
could give you a run in the comedy space.
10 rounds.
Once he retires.
Do you know why Nanambo my videos? Because at one point that around Tedzera. And anyway, he's becoming better. I was like, who writes this material? Who writes for you?
I need to get
exactly. Where do you find the time to rehearse Mdara? Because I know peds. Like these days, no, I watch his speeches for kutodama jokes, so seka for relief.
I would like to challenge, those people who are always like speaking against him. Just attend one.
Yeah, true, man.
Because he's got a way with people.
Exactly.
He does have a way with people. And then with your skits that you do, you bring that out. Of which I was thinking, like, by now, he should have called you.
Mdara, so, okay. Nzanenda panye kutuwa kundifonera. Mdara, level raanaro ndere kuti, what people need to understand is kuti, in every household, kuna baba. Baba vanobhaisa, baba vanoita savings, baba vane mumukadzi vadai, but iwe semwana dzimwe dzenguva it's not up to you to be outlandishly attacking to maitire mumukadzi maitire vamwe vana kunze because uri mwana kwavakudza kuti mama wako like vanogona kudza zvinhu you are scarred for life munzwisa nditi. So what I'm saying is kuti tine madifferences edu amwe takabirirwa takawina zviri fechichi. We should have a point where we say we can't change what has happened, right? Why can't we put our hands together to see what can be done in the next 5 years, right? Because his stance his stance inogona kunge yakadhakwa dzimwe dzenguva, but pane level rekuti vane idea of what should have happened in 1990. My developments. Idea it's something that when I become president, right? 2030, right? When I take over, because obviously,
okay, yeah,
I'll support. So when I take over, right? Apana panchatanga uchera makomba murodroom. Because mapoto angari kwa anofunga pana nomuka maneroni mapadza vachichera katsirai ande chera dumi. Vakarwa nemutoriro pamfombi. But I'm saying what I'm saying is tinema reservations anditika. But pane chinhu chekuti even he's gonna die, we're gonna die, right? But pane imwe chimwe chinhu chekuti achichinje roundabout iyoyo yatovapo. Vana vedu they're going to utilize it. They are going to build upon it. So pane pamwe togona ngotsangwa right? Yeah. In short, ndachikuti Mdara ndioneyo. Ndrimufana wenyu hapana. Ndioneyo hapana.
Pachedu.
Mbona unapana graft njingorowa propaganda hapana. Ndioneyo.
Ndinofana notumika.
Ndinyangeyo. But Lorraine akaita ndinyangeyo. But astarorwa nasande. Okay.
So since 2018, when you started this ED character, until now, Ayewa, guys.
Go on, Becky.
And he just keeps them coming. And they're like,
I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you a
story.
story. My dad and my mom, they're like they're my heroes. Because ndakuzviona iko zvinezvi ndaimbovasaiza guys, being a parent ma1 yes ma1 wes kana wakazvizvara like unozati ndini uyu unozati the next step ndakachada uninyepera kuti kadai ndakatuma kutenga chingwa akavhomora piece yechingwa kozoka ichi chingwa chine 18 pieces chine 19 yeah. So I was 4 years old, right? I'll tell you this, okay? So I was 4 years old. So I was an inquisitive kid, so my parents tell me. And as early as 4, I could read, could write, right? And I could grasp concepts that were bigger than me, so they say. So one day, this is a story that I was told. Everyone says it. They say I did it in front of everyone. Many people in the house. Vachibva kuchikoro kwavaidzidzisa naDecember paurayiwa huku towards Christmas 24 December. So ndabva ndatichi so ndabva ndasvika pana mudhara ngati bati wadla here. So they say I used to refer to my father as babati, as in third person, whatever. Yeah. So bati wadla here, ndandine chirimi nchikura like etlahla. Bati wadla here. So they say he ignored me. Bati wadla here. He ignored me. Bati ndati wadla here. He ignored me. Then I said, hlatanyoko. So every time my dad is telling people this story, I look at him and say, wow, man, why didn't you beat me? like why did you let me go off like this? Yeah. So I'm trying to explain how my mind works.
It just goes.
It goes, yeah.
It just goes. Yeah. Now you're going to answer my question.
What was the question?
From 2018 when you started this ED character.
Yes, ma'am.
Till now.
Yes.
Do you see yourself doing it in the long run?
Paanenge vachitoti 23 anenge vachiponda ichitocelebrate aigraftika iwe
saka pavakakuudza kuti tikubuda pari kupera temu you were very
ndakatopinda ndakavata nebhutsu madhamu akatouya vakandipa porridge vakatanga vandigira maoats ndikati zvinhu hazvi ndizvizvitrusted. Who eats my oats? I mean, like, those things are freaky.
Oats are like yogurt.
I eat oats.
Why? Yeah, you're a lady, it makes sense.
Oh, okay. So guys don't eat oats?
Yeah, because it has to do with everything. Their form, their structure. So pakati 2020 ndakarwadziwa. Because I don't put a graft in the right time. Yeah, because ngaramba chirowa indichirowa.
Yeah.
Po. Ende kana mukati yechi ndezvenyu izvo ndoita zvandoda because it's my family. Ndofita muri yangu unochiemployer kwaunoshandeyo.
Right. You like just look.
Yeah.
Asanda kuziya slogan but vanenge vachipo.
Kwanopinda next year ane munongo tongochisunzira baba.
Zvinonetsa manje because inini kana anopinda next ka ndenchitongo actor ndiri kuretirement ikoko. Ndichingoti wetakavaka hani mavana vaondomora ndodzoka here.
Oh my gosh, Doc. Oh my gosh. Okay, so normally what we do with the guests that come through, we just then discuss like current affairs, including the streets, because that's Nash and Danny's favorite topics to like talk about. Besides conspiracy
Look at them, they
theories.
belong to the streets.
Boys the toners.
Exactly, boys the toners.
Wow. And then we've got Nash's conspiracy theories. I don't know if he has got any for us today, but he's always like coming up with stuff, and then we like talk about them. So we are going to throw some at you.
Okay.
And then we want like your yeah.
You're not a good person.
I'm a good person.
No, you're not.
I am.
Wakaenda kuBridgerton ku South Africa?
No. I was in SA at the same time, but I was there for something else.
Madam Boss was there.
And Miss Red, yeah.
Okay. Bridgerton.
Okay.
What do you have to tell us, Doc Vic?
Mimi ngoti zvimashavi kupfeka nhembe ivana zvana Bridgerton ndizvo hakusi kupemberera midzimu yekuEngland rezvo.
Oh, finish.
But mazidress acho.
I don't watch.
Mazidress ayade vanhu vane big vana here. Okay. Vana. So I like I had justice, but it was yeah.
Okay.
Vane
big G.
Yeah, What did you
Nash is what?
Nash what did you
Changaza.
What a big nigga.
Yeah.
As you so Buddha so sweet.
That's not even average.
So what you got? What you got first, Becky?
All right. While you are Bridgertoning your mind there, I'll throw Baba Harare. Do you think he will last with his decision?
I'm a Christian, okay. I'm trying to bullshit you. Yeah, I'm a Christian, and I feel like gospel music is about revelation. Yeah, it's about revelation. I feel. My favorite gospel musician or duo, Babana Mai Charamba.
Yeah.
The best to ever do it. The best to ever do it, man. Like Uruka, you interface with the Holy Spirit in ways unotofunduka wega, right? The car, like I've got all the songs in my car, right? And when they go to music, College of Music, right? And then something drops off in my spirituality on their crossover album, right? Because Pashoko Pangoma was genius, but after Pashoko Pangoma, I think Dopapa went to College of Music and then Vadzidza Music, and then something changed.
But Vuserere was nice.
I was in heaven.
That's beautiful.
Tinasha akatendeka, right? You verses and chapters. Komboreva na vangu nyika yeZimbabwe. Like these were prayers, right? We had to taurirane, come let's reason together. So you're looking at but I'm trying to say, when you then look at gospel music trying to alter the main core of what God you're given to, it's given to you by God. It's like a sermon. Denny J, you can't just get off here, can also do Sauraro and Damascus, and then you start preaching for people. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
So that transition has to be in ansanda feel out babara swatuudza zvakaitika.
No, okay. He recently had an interview on Gospel Greats, and I think it was called The Gospel Drive-Through with Yvonne Tivachke. And I listened in for a bit in that interview. And he said he had been going to church, even as a JIT artist and everything.
Yeah.
He had been. And it was something that he was thinking about.
Right.
Wait. And then when I'm done, you just say, Ipa. He says he didn't decide to be a gospel musician or to be a Christian because anga kutambura, or it's like, let me try a different avenue to make money. And to know, I was doing good, like there was nothing wrong. He got saved in a hotel room in Australia. He had an encounter after listening to certain preachings. You know, like when you are soul searching, you start listening to that preacher. So he did that, and then the conviction, the Holy Spirit says, it's time, man. And then I'm going down on social media and, looked for one of the people that he was listening to, and he did the believer's prayer, and that was it. Then he says, so after that, yes, I was still performing, but it was now just my body. My spirit was not even connected to what I was doing. And that's when I decided to say, decision.
He's gonna last.
That's deep.
That's deep. It's like his Damascus moment when Saul turned into Paul.
He did have a
These are the guys.
Damascus.
This Saul got changed into Paul.
No, it's it's Saul.
Into Paul.
Into Paul. Yes. So
I'll make
he
sure.
did have a Damascus moment per se, because he said it was just God and him.
I didn't know that.
Brave man, you must be a gospel musician. And all that. He says it was like literally soul searching.
And ndiraubvunza inini. Brave man ndewangu homeboy kumasvingo boch baba itayamurikuita. So zvairamba here kuti ashumire Mwari achiimba JIT, right? One question. Because I believe you can use JIT yoyo to really, kuti since wanga uri kuti
what does JIT music sing about?
ine zvimanikiri but ndikuti ukaichinja from within handiti ndakamboda imwe sermon yababa Makandiwo vachiti vakomana musanyepegwa japreza unoimba japresa akadzvova so chitekete uchiitsika, so don't just be holy. And when he said akusiya jit, ndakafila kuti I'm still a baby in Christianity. Do you get the paradox? Like the irony in that, I don't know.
I think like his calling was actually in that genre of music. And we've seen it so many times where artists find God mid their career and then go and pursue that and then try and come back. The reality of it is that he can do more if he's making money. You understand? The gospel, even, when you guys are told to do your offerings or whatever, to move the gospel,
it needs money.
It needs money. So when you leave the thing that makes you money, and then you go and you're full-time doing the church.
Okay, let me take you back to 2 seconds. What's Casper Nyovest doing now? Did he stop singing rap, hip-hop?
No, I don't know.
He's a Christian big time. He's, if you see his timeline and everything, but he's still singing hip-hop.
Yeah, because what I'm saying is like, for Baba Harare to blow up doing JIT, I feel like that was his calling. God blesses people in so many different ways.
Yeah, fair enough.
And he was blessed in that regard. And he was earning a living and he was making others earn a living because he had a group, right? And then he suddenly did this and then he abandons all these people. Because there were people who were earning a livelihood from whatever they were doing. And I don't think JIT music is satanic. You know what I'm saying? So
unless
I don't know.
Unless of course from a biblical point of view, unless of course this is the moment where God decides to have a miracle.
Right.
After so many years at bedside, that leper whatever, akamira kukandwa mudziva kana rakuchukuchwa rakubvongodzwa and stuff, but Jesu panouya ndiani Peter, Simon, whatever vakazouya vakomana madisciples anditi. So tokuti isusu maybe this is a miracle that probably Almighty is saying, because we don't know, this is of spirituality anonets, where Almighty is saying, brethren, I want to change your life just like that, to show people about siyai chihure ndaemberi nekunamata Mwari. Because ani music yange kuti jo
But Nash waona kachukisto kana Baba Harare keke. Pana my bills. I don't know if being in the church is going to be able to pay bills because Baba Harare was at the peak of his career. I think he was doing very well.
What if he's in other businesses and not just
No, I'm just saying, Becky. What if he's not?
No, but I think
Becky, what if he's not?
No, but you also fail to understand that the big churches here make so much money.
They
so
do.
maybe he's trying to start a church. You never know.
Plus kana kamukadzi kacho kakaelo bontongo kapindira inbox sopedza masports. Inbox to
not
promote.
all of them are like that.
Okay,
not
so
all
all right,
women.
so I'm just saying, like 6 months, 1 year. Let's see if Baba Harare is not going to come back. We saw it with Mace. Mace was on top of his game, and then he decided to become a pastor, and then he tried to come back, and then it was too late. So I hope it's not the same for Baba Harare because
I
I
think
really like his music, and I thought he could have balanced what he now believes in with his music, because there's no way you're going to succeed in anything unless your creator thinks that you should.
Yeah, plus Mwari zvake ndomuziva zvangu.
That's what I think.
Maitiro yake anoshamisa. Kana uchiita zvinhu zvemazviro kwazvo zvemazvokwadi zvinomuinvolve, he will come through. But if you are testing him, Mwari anokustikira. Anotarira the other way. Zvokuti wega unochati chichiri kuitika wakambona unotaridza una guys ndatambura daro namata, but uramba uchitotambura zviita wese. Because
the intention.
Yeah, the intention. Unamata here because uda mari, uda kuti uwane mari kusamomwe or for salvation. Because the Bible is about Jesus. Apana muzvaya zvera drama chichi Bible ndere zvaJesu. Kubva kutanga Genesis to Revelations. Salvation.
So we wish Baba Harare well. He did reach out, and I think in the future we might also bring him on the show so he can
please do.
In the future, when are you waiting for him to?
No, he did reach out, and then I don't know what his plans were, but if we need him on the show, I'm sure he'll be.
All right, cool.
Gabi, we are brave men. Don't do we pan and it tabernacle. Oda kunamata zvamashwa here kana kuti vatsvaga vasikana muchechi izvozvo takusisiva handiti very good kuti wati kuti jo muchechi handidi saka ngavi vakomana moita kuti avi handiti very good.
Oh my gosh.
Apa handizini brave man, handizini mdara ndo wangopindira vangu.
No, I'm going
2 minutes.
And then we go to, sure, this one is a bit tricky. I never catch it one.
It means with whatever it is.
Do I know what it is?
So how do you tell us you have an opinion?
Okay, tell us. Give it to us.
So Wicknell and the DM dramas with some married women, some single women, but it was quite unfortunate that, you know, things were exposed in the manner.
Why?
No, because these things are happening everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's just that yours haven't been caught.
Yeah, chokadi.
Right.
Check out ours yours.
Okay.
Tiripawan.
Yours as in a universal.
Okay.
Because the truth of the matter is the difference between you and the person in prison is that you didn't get caught.
Okay, why are you saying me? Why are you saying
What do you know?
What do you know? I mean, like, really, like, no, you're scaring me. It seems like you know something. Okay, I'll pay you off.
Okay, we'll talk after the show.
Okay, now direct it to Denny. She's like, you. It's like, oh.
So, Danny, the difference between you
Thank you.
and the person in prison is that you didn't get caught.
And you'll get
But
caught.
I don't do crime.
Excuse me.
I don't do crime, Becky.
I don't know. Kachifuluka yakadacharewa kaya.
Aiwa, tinongona nojungwa.
Could it you?
Could it you? Women in the DMs. Hey.
So,
Okay,
so
what do we know? What do we have on the streets? But because I know there was some hacking of the account, and then we got some insights of what happens behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And Nash is gonna say it's AI.
Nash will say it's AI.
Nash, what is it?
Definitely AI.
don't ask me, please.
Doc, what do you think?
Please don't.
What do you think? I don't believe it's AI.
You don't want to know. Okay, let me tell you.
Tell us, Doc. What do you think?
I feel good. His problem here weak now.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Because
Press it.
Because weak
Forgot
now.
to press. No, so sorry. Say your statement again.
It's not Wicknow's problem. Wicknow is a baller.
Oh shit.
My boy. Huh? He's my knee.
Shit. We need a car. Nash.
Yeah, he's
we
my
need
boy.
a car. Okay,
Yeah.
go on, Doc.
So my point is, if someone approaches you and you say yes, right? It means you have a problem here.
That's what I'm saying.
Go tell your husband, I don't need so like in India, baby, need so now. She's no matter what credit wrong. But what I'm saying, is I can't be blaming him for women that are loose and they're all over him. Well, I'll blame him if I are married. I might say, you should never get caught. But the issue is. but the issue is blaming weakness
Okay.
let's look at sungira imga yako kana sinozviona pamweya
Samukomana has guilty rekupinda vanhu vevanhu.
From the messages haana kupindira vanhu vevanhu. Munhu akapinda achibvunza nyaya yemawheelchair asi zvakazopera sei. Maybe mwana azoguma ari muwheelchair hatizoziye handiti.
Because as men, we can run, but we can't run really fast. You know what I'm saying? We're not. Sometimes we get caught, right?
No, but there were some messages that were so clear that yes, there was help that someone was looking for, and no, I'm willing to assist. What assistance do you need? And it was block. And then there were some messages that were just clear, like, eh?
Pane pandakawira mukuru tsitsi pavakanga vachikumbira uyawo paonlyfans kuti
murungu
ndikuisire passport kana mukachemera zvekudariro kwamana hazvichemegwizva ndemina china munoti kurongere mazina handizozivi yangu mari red district ekujoburg kana kunetherlands you just fly and get them, it's the same thing. So ndakanzwira mukoma tsitsi ngati mukoma vanouya malessons. So I don't blame him. Actually, akaipa. Nyangofanana vanhu mota chete anopedza.
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this issue? I mean, getting into DMs of married people, whatever, by any standards is wrong, right? Like, but also looking at the other side, my baby are hungry and thirsty like that. What's happening? Becky,
you're asking me?
yeah, my baby are mapombi. Because obviously, you know, the minute you start giving away big rides to a lot of people, chicks will be like, what about me? What about me? And they're willing to do whatever to get a ride.
Yeah, man.
And this is the reality of
just the rides. We did speak, you know, of the different possibilities why women end up doing certain things, and one of them is the attention side of things.
What about the need for a nice ride?
Yeah.
I'm sure that comes...
Pampering. You guys want pampering.
Yeah.
Everybody wants a nice ride.
Yeah, I have a daughter.
Nice
She wants
ride.
pampering.
But to what extent do they want a nice ride? To go in the DM and say, hey, I want to depend, oh no. And they're willing to give whatever else they have.
They give everything
to get
they have.
the ride.
Yeah, man. Sad.
That's the word, right?
Like, okay, how important are rides to chicks?
I don't know.
We know chicks like rides, right?
Yeah.
This is why a lot of
We
guys...
like soft life.
Yes.
Especially,
You know what I mean?
especially if they can ride.
Doc, Doc, do you know, this is like a fun fact. Do you know that guys don't like cars?
Definitely.
Guys like cars because girls like cars. If there were no girls, we would be riding bicycles.
Yeah, we'll be jamming. We'll be jamming to the non-existent traffic.
So, am I lying, Nash?
No, Nash definitely likes the cars.
No. But what I'm saying is, Nash likes the
Nash
car
affords the
because
cars.
he knows.
You can't like what you don't afford.
He knows.
Okay, Nash affords the
Nash affords the cars.
Nash, what good is that red interior and then no chick ever gets to see it? No, Didi. Do you really want niggas to come and be like, yo, this is nice?
There are no drinks.
No, you're right.
You know what I mean? So guys like cars because girls like cars.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because, you know, they use those magajes.
I guess it's the expense that some women are willing.
Sorry. Hi, baby. Nyaya dzavo idzi ndedzeku-private school ndakangodza kwamagugu amakunguvo government school saka handitozivi kuti what rides chicks handitozivi kuti chicks chii ungaisa huku mota handitozivi mudzimai wangu saka nyaya dzavo handiti I love you baby.
It also just goes to show
I'm
what
protecting
women
my marriage.
can do to get what they want, and it just shows a level of impatience.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Everybody wants to be blessed now.
Yeah.
But it doesn't happen like that. If you're blessed now, it comes with a price.
Do you know what vanhu vese vaiseka vanhu vaikumbira mota kana weekend vaitodawo mota?
Yeah, vaitodawo.
Good girl.
Vaitodawo. I don't think anyone would be in their right state of mind saying, andide.
Shadaya akairamba.
Okay, Shadaya is a different story. Like,
Alpha.
No, like he's got a persona to maintain. So he couldn't be seen saying he wants it, even if he wanted it.
So, muchishona murukuti ibalance.
Oh, God.
All right, so in a nutshell...
Sis Becky, are you starting with Shadaya?
I'm not starting with Shadaya.
You don't want that. You don't want the heat.
You know what?
Yeah, the heat just comes from everywhere.
Guys,
like, oh, dude.
He will... Okay. He says things because it's something that he stands for, whether we have an opinion about it or not. Mm-hmm. So, yes, he can get up and write about stuff.
He's got love for you, you want.
Yeah, so, because I've never really gone out to be like, Iwe wakadai, wakadai.
Yeah.
My only question to him is, after you have said all of that, what do you want us to do? Mm-hmm. Because the learn or perish, okay, so...
I don't perish, you guys still learn.
All right, so...
No, is this we should perish and the guys should learn?
I think so. But manje mga perish to saranani. We can't... Those are tukuramba di hunubui ho.
But Doc...
You see?
But Doc, what's not my baby? What's not pressure? Yes, I wonder.
There's then when you get that age, yeah, rubbing one off is not cool, man. It's not. It's plus. It's unholy. The Bible doesn't want it. Okay.
So with this issue, we're saying that the women are at fault.
Definitely.
No, we're saying
I am saying
Mukomana has up in my DM married women and so on.
No, but men are going to try. Men are going to try.
Denny,
Men are daring.
mukomana ngaasasekerera
Ngasabatwe kana uita daring.
mukomana ngaasasekerera vakadzi vevanhu.
No, guys. AI. These are fake chats.
I think twice.
These are fake chats.
Those are
AI.
fake chats.
Yeah, it's AI.
These are player haters trying to.
A lot of it is character assassination.
Okay.
They're trying to damage his good standing in society.
But ari kuchimhanya zvake because takupinda musadhaka, we need as many distractions as we can.
Okay.
Hillary Makaya's marriage, 23-year-old.
You are 23, Joshua.
Well, that's what her page says.
What do you think? What do you think about that, Doc?
Maybe I think she's been around. Actually, and 23 is unbelievable. Like but you know.
23 is unbelievable.
Like I thought she was advanced. Like.
Okay.
You know, she's been around. I mean, Hillary has been hilariously marking a territory, hilariously marking a territory. She's been around. She's been around.
So, but we're happy she got married. 40K. What do you think, Doc? 40K. I mean, your valuation.
Like when I know Pasha Dash Oktaura. 40K. Like why? It's no longer Melobola. It's a transaction.
But
I mean,
nice kaningiri. Boch moko.
Nice soup.
Top soup.
Yeah.
I need top soup. Top soup.
Top soup yake trikisto. I mean, what's
ningiri?
ndezvake zvese zviya hapana.
Andizvake.
Oh.
Yeah, anakumbo dai.
How do you know?
Proper ningiri.
Oh, proper. Natural.
Oh.
Organic.
Aiwa hazve 40K ndichokupenga 40K.
What's your valuation?
Yake.
Yerora.
Kana kuti takarogwa mumasvingo ka payaka taibudisa kana 6.5 masvingo.
Cash.
Imwe inohouya 3000 ndio iri parusambo, imwe inohouya imwe inotevera. Asi dai kwakuri kunana wasuku ndo vanomushaba vaigona kusvikawo mu12. Vana wasu vanoita kunga vanovaviwa navakangoona munhu ari kuremegwa nekwaari kubva vanovaviwa. Kwabulawayo right, engoro exchange of drinks ka tongomuka makuseni chiti kutohlala lapha kulungile asasihambe chovicho. And then tongozoendesa inenge chikwana later on. Inokwana vanatsana vangazoti kati wena mukwenyana unjani sifuna kuti ungozovapa kana manozhi etumuka. So that's it. I think but kuti 40K ra drama kunge paroro 16
40K. Okay.
You know, I'm just thinking about my Rora. Nesha, how much? How much?
Big up is your 5 way.
Big.
Big
Ndakaendesera for free.
Yo ngwa range yako ngari chi?
2.5.
2.5.
2.5 big, I'm sure. Kwakudhara ka big.
Marega kasimba.
Rekati analyze 2.5.
Marega kasimba udhara.
But akasize 2.5.
Ayo, kudhara.
2.5 ya equivalent to 25
million. 4 years ago.
Big setup. 2.5 ya big mazuva acho yakuma
yakauya yese rekati pamboya 5 imwe rutera.
Kwasara 2K.
Yeah, you know, like vanyai, I think vanoda kuputitswa vanyai vada kurohwa team area like munyai you are negotiating.
No, but okay, with my statement I'm just thinking it's okay if the guy can afford it. If he's got the money.
Yeah, I think the Rora is tied to your ability to afford.
Nah, it's so lobola dowry is an appreciation, right? Okay, so was. Okay, so let's go back to what it represents, right? So why we pay lobola and is the reason why we then agree to having a white wedding with you.
Okay.
A wedding, we are honoring you, right? Honoring you and your parents, right? To say, come from far and yonder and see how this village maiden has made your family proud, kept herself, and now she's married.
Kept herself.
And now she's, but these days they don't keep themselves, you know. But what I'm saying is that dowry was not then about profitability. It was appreciation. To say, we appreciate your courage to give us your child. Mabvuma kuti pamwana wenyu musingazoti tinoroya tinoba tiri mbavha tiri mhondi tirichi, we respect you for that. Unzwisa yobva yaenda mari is as an appreciation. Saka kana wakuti wewe uri kuappreciate munhu ne40,000 unotenga macourse matatu kumabvuku kana kumfakosi.
But doc, kana munhu ari worth 20 million over butsa 40 sick man. Remember the sick money yenyu ni sick money yangu zvakasiyana. Kana sick money yemunhu ari kana sick money ya doc kugura matunhu vatandira. Sick money ya doc kugura matunhu
neya Doc Vikela yakatosiyana pamari yake airtime ndo budget yangu mwedzi.
Expect munhu arorwa na Doc Vikela nearorwa na doc kugura matunhu abhadaro same amount.
Kuti Doc Vikela vanobhadhara yakawanda ndi.
Na Doc Vikela vari kurira ka. Yeah, Doc Vikela.
Okay. But what I'm saying makes sense. But what I'm saying is, I feel like we bastardize the thing, right? We put unnecessary pressure on everyone else. Because right now, baba bullets, right now. But you know, when my daughter had a degree and a degree.
Not that I know.
Maybe not.
You see, I'm going to say 40. All right.
Saka auto calculate market value.
Now next value actually. Ina ndisikuchema ina ana digos.
23 years
angachirita nguva iyi angachifamba. All right, anyway. All right, mirai. My point is inangu azvichanda affect ndakatowanikwa. Ndakabvisigwa kare. Ndakabvisigwa kare. What I'm saying is Baba vari kublawa vachafunga kuti 60,000 is fair because Hilara, you get what I'm trying to say. So these wrong presidents, they then create a problem for our future generation. Tungokanganisira vana vedu. Ini ndiri baba vanu munhu ane 4,000 get away. Yo uyane 5. Iyo 35 yokayo. Chiisa memvlo kuti baba ndangofunga kuti mungotora mari imite zvamoda nayo. Yorega kuya muconversation yechi? Irora. Tongosiya rora riri pa honoring.
Nice.
Okay,
nice.
So in that case, I was honored.
Okay.
Yeah, Becky. 2.5.
No, it was more than that.
2.5. That's a long
Now
time ago.
we are mabva.
How is 4 years a long time ago?
Becky.
Now we are mabva kunzwa ndangoitaurawo kuitira kuti vari kumba vaziva kuti ndakavaona. Regai tinzwisisere kubva kuna Denny J.
What's happening on the 6th of September,
okay.
Doc?
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
You are most welcome, sir.
So 6th of September, Denny J, I'm doing a comedy special, just what the doctor ordered.
Okay.
At 7 Arts. So as a comedian, I'm passionate about Zimbabwe, and everything that I talk about on stage is the things that are happening around us and things that affect us.
Right.
So on the 6th of September at 7 Arts, I just want those that can be able to get tickets on time. Right. To come through and have a feel of madness. There's a level of craziness that you have experienced, but we are a level of craziness where we talk about the real issues and the real problems that we want solved.
Right.
And also this show, credit to my manager Hilary Chikambi.
Right.
Yeah, man, to understand what I'm kumusha membo dzekumusha dzitizi tsanzoti kataura pa TV ausharoyeki. They can't bewitch you because your name is on TV. So he said, let's celebrate your comedy genius, right? Let's have people feel who Doc Vikela is.
Yeah.
Right? As we open floodgates to other things, tours, performances, and stuff like that. So 6th of September is going to be a celebration of a phoenix that was caged for a long time.
Nice.
Right? This caged phoenix has just been let free, and we are saying, trust me, Becky. Okay, let me let you know a secret. I'm going to explain to you why Zimbabwe, on the 6th of September, why Zimbabwe is in this state.
So you're going to address the state of the nation.
It's
the state of the nation.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Nice.
10 points that are going to change your life.
Are you the only one performing that night?
I'm not the only one. So what we're doing is we have the host. I think it's Andrew Manyika. Andrew Manyika is going to be hosting it. A brilliant comedian, a friend of mine. Okay, he's also one of the people that I've over the years, like you just try to nurture over the years. He's a brilliant comedian. He's also a pastor at UFI, I think. So Andrew is going to host it, and then in terms of open mics, we are watching shows until 2 weeks before the show, and then that's when Hillary will make an informed decision on who is going to pick. Because what we don't want to do is to say, Denny, come and do it because you are Denny. We want to say, this person is ready for the big time. Because if a fully pegged 7 Arts deserves an all-star performance. Yeah.
Nice. We look forward to that. Are we invited?
Definitely. I mean, the fact that we are sitting on the table, you're like, I'm like King Arthur, and you're like the other guys on the round table.
We're the other guys.
Hi, King.
All right, King. We are the other guys.
The other guys on the table.
Yeah.
But it means that you are decision makers. So definitely you're invited, and probably if you guys make it to the show, I can give you your 4 lines. You just appreciate me, Becky K. Say, okay. So in the house of Becky K, I mean this. I respect this lady, and then I just appreciate you.
Simuka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simuka, make sure that you'll be ready to sit down, because I won't say anything nice. Same to you, my G, Denny J. Come through, and have.
No, we'll definitely be there.
Yeah, it sounds like a
one time. And we don't want free tickets. We'll pay.
Yeah. The tickets are going for $10. Buddhist pharmacies.
Oh, no. Nash can't come in.
Doc, can we do 20?
20 is the VIP.
No, can we do 20 for standard tickets? This is Doc Vikela.
Yeah.
You're a legend.
No, man. Yeah. I love the sound of that. Legend.
Doc Vikela, come on now.
Yeah.
$10 to see a legend? That's the cheapest legend ticket I've ever heard.
For the experience you're going,
accessibility.
Yeah, the experience you're going to give is beyond the $10. But what I want to hasten to say is that we need to laugh at our problems, Becky. We want to laugh at our problems, because what you call depression probably is easily curable when you go in a room of like-minded Zimbabweans who are saying, I need a laugh. I need to relax and not think about anything else. So when you are laughing in there, the therapeutic effect of comedy is what we are missing as Zimbabweans. Okay, take the president, for example. At his rally. These people are people who we think they are living under $1 per capita per day or whatever that shit. But the issue is, he cracks jokes. Have you seen how people respond to his jokes more than to his speech? Which means that Zimbabweans need therapy. Zimbabweans need to laugh at themselves.
Zimbabweans need to shrink.
Exactly. And who's the shrink? Doc Vikela is the shrink.
Doc Vikela, just
so what date is that?
Friday, 6 September 2024.
Friday, 6 September
7 Arts Theatre, Avondale.
2024, we're there.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Were you done with the...
Yeah, I was done. Yeah. I was done.
I think it was quite obvious. Could know this advert.
No problem, Doc.
Yeah.
No, Doc, thank you so much.
Just
for
what the
coming
doctor
through.
ordered.
Just what the doctor ordered. 6 September, 7 Arts tickets at $10, VIP $20. Now, do I get commission?
Definitely.
So where do they get the tickets?
Buddhist pharmacies. Yeah.
Okay, Buddhist pharmacies.
Any Buddhist pharmacy, they've got, I think, 8 branches.
Okay.
Yeah, so just go to any branch in town,
So
Westgate.
let's talk about the
Park.
money. We say $10 standard,
VIP $20.
VIP $20.
Yeah. If you want to probably to partner whatever you want to do around the show, just get in touch. You can go. You can get in touch on zeros. What's the number?
Baco Media, let's put the number.
So don't worry.
Let's promote.
We'll put the number somewhere there.
Yes, the number will be here.
Somewhere there.
And then the socials.
here.
Let's tell them the socials in case
So
they
the
want
socials, follow me, Doc Vikela, across every social media platform, and Simuka Comedy on Facebook.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
So
beautiful. That's
Threads, Instagram, TikTok is Doc Vikela. Let's have fun. Let's laugh at ourselves. Ngatisadzorai tsvimbo, because tofunga kuti madhara edu aya tichijoka about them vana vachitonakidzwa kuti vana vedu vari kutamba nesu, but at the same time we don't forget kuti nyika inovakwa nevene vayo. Then J ari kuchimhanya mumedia space to build something like this.
True.
Iwo uri kutomhanya nevision yamudhara nyika inovakwa nevene vayo.
Leaving no one and not
space behind.
No
You
place
must
and
know
no
these
one
things.
Leaving no one, no place where taraona bako. Dai vasiri pano vaiwana kupuma graft.
Bago, I'm leaving no one and no place behind. In line with Vision
2030. Viecharamba jingotonga, jingotonga. Hallelujah.
Denny J Show. Zvanga zviri downtown uptown raitidzwe nyaya dzacho dzese narrative ndaichidwe kana mchida kutipisa deep ndaipidwe make you spill a bean if you know what I mean. Hande.
It's time!